Okay, now.
Hello, everybody! This is the Phantom Group, finally, and it was a struggle, I'll tell you. It was a
10 years, man, the making.
I don't know why, but this was really tough to get us on live today. I don't know why. Google Chrome strikes again. It is what it is. But anyway, we're here again. We're going to do a talk about everything. This was Dead's idea. Basically, we're going to go around. Yes, calm down. I'll get to you. No, we're going to go around. We're going to kind of go by topic, whatever we've been into lately, anime, manga, comics, movies, games, just to kind of do a big general catch-up. But we're going to start off with introductions. And from my viewpoint, Lunar's first. So, Lunar, introduce yourself, Lunar Spiral.
Alright, Lunar Spiral 27, review manga, react to anime, whenever I feel like it, and all that usual stuff.
Basically. Yep. This guy over here with the cap, the anime hero.
Man.
Go ahead.
No, wait, that's Duel, man.
Fucking cap, man. That's a Colombian
movie.
That's Duel.
Let me specify. The guy with the fedora, okay? Smart ass. Go ahead.
You gotta tip it.
Yeah. Oh, fine. Lily. I'm the anime hero. I review manga and anime so you can enjoy it. That's all I got.
There it is.
Okay. Now it's manga, too.
Mr. Adult Killing Anime, go ahead.
Man, manga get done.
fucking kick, though.
What?
No, I'm joking, don't worry.
I'm seriously contemplating it.
What the hell happened? Okay. Anyway, I don't know what that was, but that's dull. I don't even know how. All right. Kai is not existent. We'll get back to him right now.
Oh, shit.
No, he's there. He's there.
Never mind. Kai.
Well, I'm Phoenix Kai. I like to review movies, anime, and video games.
Thank you, Kai. Rob Cordry over there. That's Mr. Sanzi. Say hi,
Don't believe him. I'm actually Rob Cordry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
Okay.
you, Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar? Fuck.
He was in Harold and Kumar.
And I'm Kumar. Yeah, he's right. Zora's right.
Yeah, he had that grape soda and he poured it near the black guys.
Yeah.
See where he wipes his ass with the Bill of Rights or whatever. You wipe it or wipe your
Amendment
ass?
number 5.
All right. We got, of course, the man across the pond. We got the king of zombies, king of anime and manga and boxers, and Metal Gear Solid and all things, Mr. Double O Dead.
Metal Gear Solid, hello.
And, of course, got Mr. Zoro Fanboy 1, 2,
3.
3, 4, 5-ish, something like that. He skipped one. I never understand one to be different, I guess. But Zoro, introduce yourself. Okay, fine. He needs no introduction.
I'm just a
Whatever.
generic one reviewer. And,
Oh, yeah.
Hello. How you doing?
Loves Fairy Tale.
And Fairy Tale. Fairy Tale as well.
Hey, chill.
I'm here. Character analysis primarily. That's what I do. So, all right, this is how we're going to do this. We'll try to keep it a general conversation, but I'm sorry, Lunar. This is just my perspective. Just based on recent chapters, episodes, whatever you've been into lately, what comes to mind you want to talk about? Share with us.
Well, chapters won't be coming out till, tomorrow. So, I don't know, the stuff I've been, reading usually is just the stuff I've been following, Bleach and Toriko. It's usually the stuff that I'm reviewing. With Toriko, things have started to take a dark turn. Like, there's some sort of dark side going on in Grill. Don't know what, though. Something got to do with selling, trading souls.
Fuck.
That's kind of.
That would have been South fucking food.
Well, I'm guessing they eat the souls. I'm guessing, right? I mean.
Actually, we don't know. All we know is that in Blue Grill there's a project, and it involves with trading or selling souls. It's got something to do with, I believe, the food spirits.
See?
Getting new vessels, probably. I don't know if there's a way to get the regular souls back in their original bodies, but I don't know. Maybe it's a possibility.
Huh. Anybody got any thoughts on that?
I haven't read Toriko in a long time.
I read Toriko, but I read it with my brain at a very low decibel.
Mm.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. I mean, I've read Toriko, but I haven't read like the past 2 or 3 chapters. So you're bordering on spoiler, but it's cool. It's not nothing to me, you know.
Gotta catch up.
But yeah, I don't know.
What's wrong?
I think the new cooks look cool. Their masks.
All right.
Yeah. The only thing
Well,
that's good about Toriko is the current like cook battle. I think.
Yeah, there's supposed to be
I
like a cooking battle going on, I believe, in the next chapter.
Besides that, I don't really care about Komatsu's little ghost storyline.
That's cool.
I mean, I'm just like Komatsu. I just don't like this particular ghost. So.
He's already impressed.
No, I just don't like Komatsu in general. With all honesty.
Okay. You take it a step further.
I don't like Komatsu. I don't like Komatsu, man. I just don't.
Still on that hate train, Hero.
Well, since we're on you, what are your thoughts about anything you've read or watched recently?
Who?
Me?
Hero.
Oh, Hero.
You just spoke up,
Oh,
man.
me?
going,
I wasn't listening.
Keep going.
Fedora Man.
Fedora Man.
Oh, wait, well,
Behold.
hold up. Actually, let me go get what I'm reading right now. Hold up. Just,
Always has to show up.
You couldn't even just tell us, bro.
Have you left the stream, Hero? Have you literally gone and walked up?
There we go. I've been reading. I've been reading this. I've been reading this thing called Dororo. Basically, it's a manga from Osamu Tezuka. This is the omnibus version, as you can tell by the
Big old book.
This is a book. Yeah, but basically, it's kind of like a very early Berserk. Is the best way to describe it. Because it's set in Japan. But basically, it's about this one guy who made this deal with these like 48 demon statues, and in exchange for offering his son as a sacrifice, he can have like complete power over like the country. And so like he sacrifices his son, and then his son is born deformed, like with no limbs whatsoever. So he just abandons it, and then this one doctor who was passing by saves the kid, and then as the kid got older, he gave him like prosthetics and artificial limbs. The whole point of the story is that he has to hunt down 48 demons that took away his body parts, and that's basically the story.
What's it called?
It's just called Dororo, like D-R-O-D.
So it's a
Dororo.
novel? A light novel?
No, it's a manga.
It is a manga. I didn't see any in it.
Yeah, hold up, let me...
Okay.
That sounds cool.
Gotcha. That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's from Tezuka, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
That's just darker stuff than you'd anticipate, doesn't he?
Yeah, like it goes about like into war and all that stuff because it mainly deals with the country of Japan. Most of it is just like a very gruesome thing because, like here, for example, this is one of the pages where the main character reveals to his kid that he has artificial limbs. Look at his eyeball fall out.
Ew.
Nice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What is that hat you're wearing, Merlin? What's on this?
We already established the hat, man.
If I wasn't listening.
Digimon.
Digimon.
Okay.
Speaking of
Yeah, but,
Digimon, when the hell is that new anime supposed to come out?
That's true.
Isn't that spring?
You talking about the Digimon movie?
No, the new.
Yeah, the new one is coming out, Digimon Tree or something.
Yeah, that'll be in the fall. That's gonna be a movie. That'll be in the fall.
Oh, okay.
It's a movie? It's not a show.
It's
Yeah,
good. Yeah,
movie.
like I think originally it was planned as a show, but then it got split into a 6-part or 6 movies, all different parts.
Like something else I'll be talking about later.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing, you think? I know that sounds like it could be a bad thing.
I like the movie idea. I think in my experience, all the Digimon movies have been good. So.
Even the ones that are chopped to shit?
It's a good question.
No comment?
No comment.
Like the Digimon movie. Dole, what you been up to? Share with us.
Hogan, brother.
Yes, you know.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah. Oh no, well, nothing like. Well, anime wise, I've been watching Maggie the Labyrinth of Magic. That's pretty good. I like the whole opposite. You know, the premise of the series. How spoiler alert. There's more than one.
No.
It seems something I could easily get into. Besides that, I'm going to Otakon this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Friday through Sunday.
Very nice.
Okay. Well, I'm watching Maggie the Labyrinth of Magic. That's it.
Magic?
What else? Besides that, nothing else anime manga related. It's just
Man, you can go into
I'm
comics.
about to pick up the
You can talk about
PS4.
whatever
I'm
you
gonna
want.
do that. I'm gonna get
Anyway.
J-Star's Victory Versus. So
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that was awesome. J-Stars was amazing.
pretty
I played
It was
man.
so
It's
good.
fun.
Oh, good. Oh.
Yeah, Maggie, my bad. I can't. I'm not cool like you guys. So
I don't got a PS4.
Like you guys.
comics wise,
Oh,
I don't know how many of you guys have seen it.
huh?
What?
Kind of breaking up, dull.
Freezing
And
up.
there it is. And there it is.
And there you gone.
And there it
Right.
is.
Oh no.
All right.
It held out for as long as it could.
Anyway, Kai,
Yeah.
whatever you want to talk about, man. You watched Ant-Man. Tell us about that.
I'm lagging really
Okay. I give you the short version. Of what
Go
I
ahead.
thought. I thought it was okay. It wasn't nothing like, oh man, this shit is fucking awesome. It's like,
Really? Because
Hey,
I've heard that it's like up there with like Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
and
No.
I
Nah.
thought
Yeah.
the picture could have been a little bit better, but overall it was a good Marvel flick, and then I got the comic book too. So, man.
Nice.
Very nice.
But I want to talk about you with you guys. So, what y'all thought about that death battle?
oh shit!
No, we don't gotta talk about that, man. It's
Fuck it. We
It's
might, as well,
done, man.
we might as well get to it.
Look,
Okay.
like it's obvious from the start what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, and you're wondering why they even did it in the first place. You know why they did
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
It's
wondering
for,
too.
it's for money.
They wanted those motherfucking views. They were going to piss off Dragon Ball fanboys, and they were going to.
We get to piss off Dragon Ball fanboys again, and we get to make a lot of money. Why
Yeah.
not?
Oh, well, wait. Well, to be fair, I do think they tried to show respect to Goku. They were trying to almost say he was like a
yeah,
better,
they did.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
But you know what, though?
But to play at devil's
Walking through
advocate.
the
I'm sorry, I'm
Kamehameha.
going to interject here because I want to fucking talk about this anyway. You know what? Look, Superman is BS, okay? I confess. But the thing is this. I don't think people understand how powerful Saiyans are. It's stupid, okay? I don't think they understand that Dragon Ball power is stupid powerful. It's been that way for a while. Like, people, I don't know where they came up with those numbers, but the thing is, the weakest characters, okay, Yamcha can destroy a planet easily, okay?
Mhm.
So Goku,
Seriously?
at this point, yes, Goku at this point could be able to destroy Superman if you get a hold of him. I'm done. All right, now stop laughing.
Thinking about this, let me just say this.
Whatever.
Even if Merlin is correct in that sense that they may have underpowered Goku in the fight, they didn't even use the strongest version of Superman. So, you know what I'm saying? If they did,
Well,
if they
sort of
used
like
Superman Prime 1 million, then there's no reason why that.
The only
Goku
thing
even-
that irked me was
They
that
have, like-
Superman was able to walk through the Kamehameha.
That
Well,
was
I think they should-
that's just like for purpose, like visual purposes. That fight. It's not like actually like part of the fight.
Actually, one of the things that did bug me about the fight was that Superman kind of came off as cocky in the fight.
Yeah, a little bit.
Well,
heard that
Superman, he's a little arrogant, like in the New 52.
Yeah,
Just a
that's
little
what I
bit. Because that's how he start. Yeah, he's starting out, so he's a little like condescending a little bit.
I think in the
He
second
only
fight they
used,
should
though,
have
in the
picked
fight
Superman as kind
post-crisis Superman. No feats pre-crisis. So they gave Goku an advantage from the start, which you don't do that in a death battle. You're supposed to use the strongest versions of both characters just to make it an interesting fight. So even if you're right, Merlin, they didn't even use the strongest version of Superman.
But if they used the strongest version of Superman, the fight would have ended like less than 2 seconds. Because
Exactly.
There's no point doing the fight in the first place.
Can like destroy the galaxy or go
Wait,
through.
you think they just did it to piss off the fans? Is what you're saying?
No, they did reviews. And secondary is the
Reviews
business.
and
Because they were so salty the first time around.
They were a little salty about it.
And plus, Dragon Ball has a pretty like passionate fan base, so yeah.
Well, you know,
Yeah, they got fucked in the ass.
I will say this. Like, the whole reason this happened wasn't just for the money, was because the fans demanded it constantly, but there really was no need for a rematch. And because of this happened, the fans were pissed, and they were trying to defend it, but I hear, like, the stupidest things they come up with just to defend, to say why Goku should have won, because, oh, he's a better written character. Written characters don't have anything to do with death battles.
that is true. No, that is the problem.
Change topic already. Come on, I have enough of this shit already.
I'm tired of it. Like,
Here's angry.
Yeah,
But
look, whose turn was it already?
Vegeta's the real MVP anyway.
Z, talk about it. Talk about
Wait
something
till that Broly versus fucking Incredible Hulk. Then the rage will come back out.
Z.
oh, dude,
Stop.
dude. Like, I'll talk about something else real quick. But I saw a tweet on my Twitter feed. Oh man, like I blew up.
you
in the
did?
face.
Oh.
Yeah,
what?
dude. I was done. Okay, so do you know that whole Batman prep time thing, right?
Yeah.
Like if Batman has like X amount of hours or minutes or whatever, like for prep time, he'll beat anybody, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Someone took that seriously. Someone took that seriously. Like one of the guys who I think he has like 100K subs on YouTube, and he's like part of like the Dragon Ball Online YouTube community. He took it seriously, and that thing got like 1,000 retweets. I was just like, dude, I'm done with this fan base.
What happened?
Fuck them.
Well, I don't understand.
No. He said Batman with prep time, X amount of prep time can beat Goku, Beerus, Whis, like all those other characters.
If he had a lot of time to prepare, not like a few seconds.
Come on, man.
I don't know. But the way the tweet was worded, it just made me like, I can't believe like people are this dumb.
Well,
you know?
look, it's DC Comics. It's bullshit. Z, talk about something else.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think people, like, overestimate overall Batman's intelligence in general. Like, for example, I think in a lot of respects, Superman might be actually smarter than Batman.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
And you remember when he takes him out?
Well,
He has like
he's supernatural, superhuman intelligence. There are a lot of characters who have boosted above human intelligence, and Batman has human intelligence. He's limited.
But you have to remember, though, Zoro, the rule is he's Batman, which means...
So he gets plot, you know.
Batman.
So he gets the plot.
No, it's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. Batman always wins. It's just
people just
Didn't
always
Batman
overestimate
lose to
how
Spider-Man
smart
in
he
a death
is.
battle?
Yes, because he had no prep time, apparently, because they knew that...
Seriously, yeah, stop. Come on. We're better than this today, come on. We're supposed to be talking about something else.
I just hate it when people talk about Batman like he's
I do want to talk about Batman though. I do want to talk about Batman because I don't want to spoil Merlin. I don't think he's up here. He's up to date, but Batman's actually. It's not too big of a spoiler. It's kind of like a big thing going on in DC right now. He's actually a god now.
Yeah, no, I know about that.
Oh, you know about that? Yeah. So he got like Metron. You know Metron.
See, I told you so. He's got it. See?
Yeah, he's got like the chair and stuff. Yeah, he's actually.
That's believable, man.
He's actually like a.
He's a god?
Yeah. Like he's stupid powerful right now. Yeah.
Well,
I will let you talk about something else.
I don't know the story of like how he got there, but I if I remember correctly, it has something to do with like Metron's chair. And, like he has like.
I would like to talk about something else.
Stupid like not in that it's bad powers. It's just like.
Okay, I'll just.
I mean, how do you feel about that? Because Batman is supposed to be the whole point of him is that he's a human, and he's so awesome because he's human and he's able to overcome things because he's a human.
Well,
if you make him a god, it takes away the whole point, doesn't it?
Well, that's not the first time it's happened, like with the DC character though, because Lex Luthor got the same thing, and his whole thing is that he's a human, but he's a Superman, right? He became a god at one point. He even joined the Justice League.
He's a member of the Justice League with Captain.
Yeah, and Justice League Dark. Yeah, so it's not that I have a problem with it. Like I actually have more of a problem with like if Merlin remembers Zunair Ra Batman, the purple red one. I hate that, but Bat God is. I mean, I like Batman, so I like it. So I like my favorite DC Comics character being like stupidly powerful. So
New 52 is stupid. Okay.
I mean, Batman, like Batman, and like the arc that just ended. I thought that was pretty good. But
No Court of Owls though.
I don't know, man. That last fight with Joker in the cave, that was pretty good. I can't.
I thought that was ridiculous.
What?
What do you think about Jared Leto as the Joker?
I'm not gonna kill you.
It was a trailer. How do you judge a performance based on a trailer?
Damn, you got a point right there, man. They didn't really show that much.
They ain't really
Have you
show.
guys,
True, but you can get a good feel of how that person.
I like his voice.
have you heard about the theory about the Joker?
How he delivered it sounded good.
What theory?
Not that.
There's a theory that. Hold on a second.
Huh?
There's a theory that the Joker in the trailer is not actually the Joker. It's actually Jason Todd.
Ah, right. Good.
Because
Maybe.
because people point out to the fact that he has a wing tattoo. The J tattoo on his face could mean Jason. The whole Batman suit that we saw in the trailer that had the Joker writing on it about letting, and then the paper with "you let someone die."
Like
They
Red
have
Hood.
this theory that Jason Todd was killed obviously by the Joker, as we know, and instead of becoming the Red Hood, killed the Joker and became the Joker.
Ah,
There was another.
Why would he become the Joker?
'cause he's
I guess
crazy.
And that's why he looks
He's all right.
different, and that's why he looks different than the normal regular Joker. I don't know how I feel about it necessarily.
I feel like pretty good.
There was
I feel
another.
like they're not gonna do that. That's just way too off base, and I think they want to have a solid Joker.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I just don't think they're just gonna explore that option at this moment in time, especially since they're starting to build their whole universe. So
Thought that already happened.
There was another part to that theory. Apparently, Dick Grayson is already dead in that universe. Also,
right.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
there was a grave. I think it was a grave with Dick's name on it.
Right.
Richard.
Richard Grayson. Yeah. So, I don't know,
So
man.
Nightwing's dead. That's great.
You could save money on casting. I guess I don't know.
True.
But it's pretty big cast as it is. So, I mean, I don't know. I think the movie looks interesting because I mean, Harley looks like it was really well casted. I think she's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Probably gonna be the main character.
I'm starting to.
On the casting, as far as like where Mr. Smith is gonna play as Deadshot.
Yeah, I'm still.
And it's not even the fact that he's African American. It's just that
It's Will
I've
Smith.
never seen him in that role.
Man, Will Smith.
I can't see Will Smith as like an anti-hero type hero.
As a killer? Maybe I just typecasted him, but as a killer,
Doesn't really fit him.
I think it seemed like they just casted him for name recognition. That's how I feel.
Yeah, that's
He had one stupid line in the trailer. It was like, "Let's go be heroes of the world." I'm just like, Deadshot would never say that.
right?
Let's go save the world. Like, relax, bro.
But we just have to see. But you know what's the scary part about every time I look at Will Smith on the trailer?
No.
He looked like Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince, man. His hair, he's bald-headed, man. He do look like Uncle Phil, man.
Oh my god.
That's his avatar, man. His reincarnation.
Yeah, it's his incarnation, man.
The Shredder. The Shredder.
Uncle Phil, man.
Shit, I forgot Uncle Phil fucking voiced the Shredder.
That's right.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil, yeah. He did.
So out of that and Batman vs Superman, which is more exciting, you think?
Batman versus Superman. Batman versus Superman for me.
Batman v Superman actually.
Deadpool.
Deadpool movie too. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. And the new X-Men as well. You get that.
Oh,
Well, I haven't seen the trailer yet for Deadpool.
Jesus,
For
there's
the
so many good like comic book movies.
He looks like freaking Ivan Ooze from Power Rangers.
My theory on how Apocalypse looks really shit is I'm hoping that's like his like first form.
form?
Like,
He freezes.
yeah.
He's got to be flawed.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. So what did they show?
I don't think there's a trailer for X-Men. It was just
Yeah,
like
It's just
film shots. Yeah.
It looks
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah, like when we were filming.
I'll tell you what though, if they make an Apocalypse movie and Mr. Sinister's not in there, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Are the four horsemen gonna be in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently
yeah.
Mr. Sinister's not gonna be one of them though.
Was he not?
Really?
That's why I'm like, you can if they skip Mr. Sinister, he's like the best X-Men. Come on. He's like crucial to the Apocalypse storyline. He's crucial. He's crucial. They're gonna hold out on me. I mean, because you know that this is.
I'm most excited for Civil War.
Yeah.
I think Civil War is gonna be like one of the best superhero movies that's gonna come out in a while.
It's gonna be. That's gonna be good because obviously you have Cap and Iron Man, but then Spider-Man's in it. Black Panther's in it. Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
I don't know how
Ant-Man's gonna be in
Spider-Man
it.
is gonna be integrated in
Ant-Man
the universe.
and I think Falcon. Falcon's gonna be in it.
It's gonna be a royal brawl, man.
I wonder how large that cast is gonna grow as the time goes on.
Oh yeah, that cast is gonna get huge. I mean, they're not gonna stay in their roles forever. This is why like they had Scarlet Witch and the other people at the end of Age of Ultron movie because they're gonna soon integrate people out of the original Avengers. And
Do you think the Fantastic Four is gonna be in it?
It's a different company.
Yeah.
No, different movie right now.
Oh, they are thinking
Different
about
movie
crossing
right
them over with the X-Men though.
Yeah.
That's why we haven't. I don't think we would get an Inhumans movie if we had X-Men with Marvel.
Oh, definitely. That's
I
the
thought
only
they were
reason
called mutants. Why'd they change the name to
They're-
Inhumans?
They're
Oh, no, no.
I
Inhumans is
mean,
a different group. They're from outer space, like
Like
with Black
that's
Bolt.
legit.
And all that. Yeah.
They have their own little
Nobody
island.
on that. I feel like it's a good story. Like I followed it. When it first came out, I read the comic.
Oh man, dude.
But,
I just want to know like how they're gonna do Black Bolt's power because oh my god,
he's like top tier.
Literally, when Black Bolt shows up, it's over.
yeah, like
He's crazy.
so much just breathes like cities are getting like blown up. It's crazy.
Man, that sucks. He can't really talk. Well, he can, but
I don't think any of you watch the Marvel show Agents of Shield. But
I used to, but I stopped. Like, I
don't blame
think
you.
some.
Watching that
but they
episode.
did the Inhumans, the second season, and I don't know if you know Dave Johnson from the comics. They've actually integrated her. I mean, she was the main character in Sky at the beginning, but they're actually integrating her. And since the show is in continuity with the movies, then come to Phase 3, it's going to be really interesting seeing how all these movies are going to integrate. Because Inhumans is the last Phase 3 movie, and they're focusing on Inhumans right now. So, I don't know. They may do them. I'm really excited about what's going on in the MCU. I think Civil War is going to be the bomb.
hell yeah.
Actually, I heard with going through DC, I think there's going to be like a Vixen animated series or an animated movie or something. I'm not sure.
There's yeah.
There's gonna be an animated cartoon of Guardians in.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I did see a clip with Flash and Arrow. I think they were fighting Vixen, but I think that might have been teaser for a Vixen live action show, just in animated form. I think. I could be wrong on that, but.
So wait, if Vixen was fighting Flash,
and Arrow,
and well, he doesn't matter. So because Flash is there, so done. I'm sorry, he doesn't matter. You're fucking shit Batman is what he is.
Damn.
Hey,
The more and more that I learn about the character of Green Arrow, the more I understand Merlin's frustration.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Like I didn't get it at first because I basically was a bit ignorant to the character, but now that I'm learning a lot more about him and who he is and what he represents,
thank you.
Totally different people.
So I take it you're not going to watch season 4 of Arrow then.
No, I'm already invested, but we'll see. The only reason why I'm gonna watch it. The only reason why I'm gonna watch it is because they might meet up with the Green Lantern, and that's gonna be interesting.
Yes.
Look at that shirt. Look at
Wait,
that shirt.
which Green Lantern?
John Stewart.
No, I don't think it's John Stewart. They talked about a plane crash in Flash.
Oh yeah, Hal Jordan.
So Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Has to be Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do
made
that
it
on
very
Netflix
obvious.
tomorrow.
How many heroes they have? If I recall, not only they had like Flash, they also had Speedy, and then Black
Legends of
Canary,
Tomorrow?
and then now
It was Firestorm, Captain Cold,
They're about
Flash.
to have Mr. Terrific next season.
Who else did they have in the Legends of Tomorrow? They had Adam.
Brandon Routh, the guy that Brandon Routh plays, I think is supposed to be
White Canary.
White Canary.
Yeah.
White Canary.
You remember Sarah?
She got Ra's al Ghul.
Yep.
That's shit.
You mean she's alive?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, but she got killed with the
They
arrow.
showed her in the trailer coming out of the Lazarus pit, so she's coming.
Oh my fucking god! Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
She got shot by an arrow and then fell off a.
Well,
But
So what's she gonna be now?
But enough about the
White Canary. That's literally her name now.
White Canary.
She's in a white like take her Black Canary outfit and just make it white, and that's basically what it is.
You know what I think happened? Like, and the executives were sitting in a room, like, okay, either we can have Laurel as a Black Canary, or we can not have Laurel as Black Canary and bring out someone who we actually care about, people actually don't hate. So let's bring in White Canary, just retcon the whole thing, and they did.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about it. 'cause I
Like
don't
Laurel?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck Laurel. God,
Laurel's not a.
she's a horrible character. She's a good actress. But her,
I never like. I'm not gonna say I like her, but I never hated her. That's just me. Like she was just there for me, you know.
Season 1 really set me off. Season 2, I didn't find any good qualities, and Season 3 was like, yeah, right, get it. I couldn't believe it. Like, here.
Deathstroke was kind of made of a. I mean, he was a little. I don't want to call him a little bitch, but
Deathstroke?
But
yeah. in
but
season
I
two.
was
Deathstroke is a bitch in season 2. Well, not in season. Well, towards the end. I mean, the one thing I don't like about it, like, okay, he's mad and he's been affected by the superhuman.
Yeah.
That's why he's acting all crazy and acting different than what he's normally way he normally acts. But my problem is that after he got healed from the drug, he should have turned back to normal and stopped being so an emotional bitch. And Shadow, oh my god, and he's still the same. Like that's such a waste of potential. Imagine if Deathstroke was able to escape the prison, was back to his normal self, and is kind of like an anti-hero from now on. How awesome his dynamic would be to the story, and just be the normal Deathstroke instead of being this fucking love-torn pussy bitch. You know,
which is weird because there is no love story.
Not like in the comics, his wife shot him in the eye, and did he cry about it?
No.
He's like, whatever. His fucking family hates him. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. He's not a bitch like that. And
Which is such a shame because the guy who plays Deathstroke is good, and I like the costume.
Yeah, Spartacus guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he has the same name as me. Yeah, one of the few people.
How is he?
Manu Bennett.
Are you Australian?
Australian? Yes, I'm Australian. I can play Deathstroke.
Mano's gonna get dingo. I don't know. Saying Australian things. All right. No, but we were talking about this before. I want to get into it. Ant-Man. Who here has seen it?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet.
Without spoiling.
I've seen Ant-Man.
I'm watching it.
Ant-Man was actually a movie.
It was better than I thought it would be. It was actually.
No. Seriously, Ant-Man was actually like a good, solid, entertaining movie. I never thought it would be better than the best or in the
Is
best.
the Wasp in it?
Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? Because I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. Just watch it. Just watch it.
Okay.
Just watch it. I mean, look, I think it's very easy for anyone to get into. You know,
I love the way.
Like Age of Ultron. I don't think many people can get into that unless.
Yeah, it's very easy to be integrated into it. Very easy.
Yeah.
I love the way that they handle Michael Douglas's character and him as Hank Pym.
I felt
I can't call him Hank Hill, man.
Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man. They did such a good job
I'm
with
not talking
that.
about the original Ant-Man. I'm talking about. Scott.
You know what? Speaking of Hank Pym, they should make a prequel to Hank Pym. How he was the original Ant-Man.
I mean, they may do that, but the only way I see that they may do that is if they integrate it in the Agent of Carter show, because that's getting a season 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Agent of Carter, how's that?
Okay, it's just the events after the first.
What's wrong with you, man?
Oh, Agent Carter.
High, man, for a minute. Like, damn, boy, you good?
Yeah.
Captain America movie. Captain America movie.
Captain America movie. Which one?
No, he was talking about he was holding a thought. He said Agent Carter takes place after the first Captain America.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it definitely does a lot for her character. I think she is a strong female character. They need more of those at Marvel. So her show did pretty well. I thought it was decent.
Well, you got Agent Carter coming. I mean, you have Agent Carter. You got Captain Marvel coming up.
Eventually, yes, but where's that Black Widow movie?
True.
If you saw Ant-Man, you got another possible. You know what? Watch the movie.
Hey,
I want to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it now. Because I don't want to spoil it. But
It almost came out. Watch the movie.
that end credit scene was awesome. That's all I'm gonna say.
Of course it was.
Honestly, is that really a spoiler? Because
always
if
an
you think about Ant-Man, I mean, if you have Ant-Man, other people follow typically.
No, I'm just saying that the person
Well, you
that,
be
the people
spoiling
that
my
were
way.
in the
Oh, the
people
person.
that
Oh, okay.
it was just good to see. Yeah.
No. I mean, my thing about the end scene is
No.
that it's the next logical step based on what's leading into Civil War.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be one of the things that set it up, the friction.
Yeah, I don't think it's a
Captain America.
spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler to say that I think that Ant-Man probably enjoyed Cap's side in the war. Based
Based off of the Ultron movie too, because of what Tony did.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah,
and based on what
okay.
was said.
I think I have an idea what it is then.
Yeah, it seems like Captain doesn't really trust Iron Man 100% at this point after what happened with the whole Vision thing. So yeah, so it's interesting to see what's gonna happen with that.
I mean,
I thought it was a fantastic film.
But Ultron managed to cause a whole amount of destruction, and it was just an AI that Tony created,
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tony basically fucked up.
I don't know.
Yep.
They haven't done a good job of showing his turn yet, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I mean, in the comics, they took some time to establish it, but the thing is, movie Tony isn't really that much of a douche, so they're going to have to do something really dramatic in the next one to really sell him as the bad guy. So.
Yeah.
Man, it's gonna be like
In movie Tony, the only time he was a douche was in the first Iron Man.
Exactly.
I
He
would
had
say.
a massive-
In Civil War, is he the bad guy?
Yes, in the comics, he is the bad guy. It doesn't really make any sense, even in the comics, to be honest. It's questionable.
No, I mean,
Because
yeah,
whenever
you're right.
I saw things about Civil War, because there's a lot of different takes on it. Like it's usually like Captain America's like the freedom side, and Tony's more the realistic side. Like, listen, we need to do this. This is just the way things are going nowadays. It was just kind of like choose your side. It wasn't necessarily one's good, one's bad, but one apparently Tony is bad.
Honestly, though, Iron Man does some pretty messed up things in the storyline. Like, but there's ramifications. Let's put it that way.
So it's gonna be like a Twitter war
and
between
what-
Iron Man, Team Cap.
One of the things I hope they highlight in the movie is the difference between a masked hero and somebody in Tony Stark's position. Because even in the comics, he doesn't grasp that, even though he unveiled his identity to the world. For example, this is from the comics, Spider-Man's life goes to the basic shit after he sides with Iron Man's side and reveals his identity.
True.
And, and then that's what causes a whole cataclysm of stuff in Peter Parker's life.
One more day.
Yeah.
Do not speak of it, Gunnar.
Yeah, please.
The worst thing ever.
No, this is comic book based, but yeah.
Worst
Worst
thing
thing ever.
I think it's going to be the best movie in Space Marine.
It's coming out when 2019.
When? The Inhumans?
Inhumans is coming out 2019. I think Civil War is 2016, 2017.
Oh, okay. That's manageable.
Wait, part 1 or part 2?
You talking about Infinity Wars?
Oh.
No, they're talking about Civil War.
No,
No, Civil War isn't a two-parter. Infinity Wars is.
Infinity War. Oh yeah. But you said 2017, and Civil War is the next movie.
Yeah. So I'm saying like Civil War is 2016 or 2017, and Infinity Wars Part 1 will be 2017 or 2018.
The
He still
sequence,
hyped about it?
the sequence, if I'm not wrong, it should be Civil War, Black Panther,
Ragnarok.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be Black Panther before Civil War?
Yes. Wait.
Yeah.
No, that's not how they make it.
Yes.
Even though
It has to be, right?
No, Civil War is definitely next.
Civil War is definitely next. It's going to be Civil War, Doctor Strange, Black Panther,
Oh yeah, Doctor
Infinity
Strange.
War Part 1, Captain Marvel. There's one other movie I can't remember.
Infinity Wars Part 2, and then Inhumans.
Why are they ending on Inhumans for Phase 2?
Yeah, I don't get that.
know. I
Yeah.
don't.
That makes no sense. Like,
I
no
don't
offense,
know.
but
Like, are they gonna try to do like an Infinity Wars or
I
something?
mean, people question the Guardians of the Galaxy move, when
No,
it
but
came out.
Oh yeah, that's the movie I forgot. Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
two, yeah.
That's the movie I forgot.
Mm.
But that's the thing, though. Inhumans, literally, nobody cares about the
Nobody
you know, honestly, like,
cares. Like,
you know, honestly,
What other storyline would you rather see then, if you had a choice? If you were the director.
well, since
Oh,
they're
that's
going-
easy. Well, go ahead, Merlin. Sorry, my fault.
No, Z, I want to hear what you guys say.
I was gonna say, I mean, if they get X-Men versus Avengers, easy.
Well, there's two ways to do it. First of all, Hulk needs his own movie again because Marvel is
True.
supposedly putting around with that. And now that they're going to be working with Sony on Spider-Man.
I'm talking about new stuff, not like
New
not,
stuff?
not,
New stuff.
not rehash,
Oh,
not.
I'll tell you, Kazar and the Savage Land. I'd see that movie.
oh, okay. Oh, okay.
All right.
Watch him
What
fight
about
like
you, Manu? I feel like a new title, new movie of a new character to introduce to the world.
I mean, like,
Howard the Duck.
Dude, like a
Howard
Moon
the
Knight movie? A Moon Knight movie?
they would not do a
Oh.
Moon Knight movie. He's insane.
I would love a Moon Knight
But
movie,
he's
though. That
insane Batman. That's what
true,
fucking.
true. He is insane, but
Honestly, you
Well,
know what? I want
mentally
the whole
troubled.
the Daredevil like show. I want it in a movie. I want it movie form. I want movie.
Isn't he going to be part of the MCU?
He's gonna be in
Daredevil?
it, but like he needs.
Okay.
He's in it, but we don't know how that plays. I mean, the best we're gonna get is that they're gonna do slight references to the movies. Which
He might
is
show up in there, like in the background or something.
So
but-
like a cameo.
Right.
okay.
It's not really gonna be predominant. Like in season 1, I think one of the like the henchmen of the Kingpin might have alluded to the attack on New York in the first Avengers movie. But besides that, there's not much that really ties into it. Besides maybe aftermath. Like all these network or television shows of Marvel based on the MCU are just reactive. They're not active in shaping it.
True.
You know what I like to see? It'd be cool if they did, like for a TV show, they did a couple seasons of Daredevil with obviously they bring in the Punisher. Maybe they do Iron Fist, introduce him, Luke Cage, and then make a movie with all four of them.
You want a Defenders movie?
Yeah,
But they're doing
Defenders?
that.
that'd be
But
pretty cool.
they're doing that.
Are they?
They are doing Defenders?
No, it's a show. It's Defenders show.
Oh,
It's a show.
Oh.
Yeah. They're doing.
Now, honestly, I'm more hype about Daredevil season 2 than anything else Marvel's doing.
Daredevil,
Yeah,
it was
same
amazing,
here.
man.
Daredevil was so fucking.
I don't know how
So
they gonna
good.
top. How are they gonna top that performance, man? For Kingpin. That
Yeah,
Kingpin performance was so good.
What the
I mean,
Punisher?
Matt did a good job. I mean, the actor that played Matt Murdock did a good job.
Hey, Foggy.
Punisher
But let's be
is
honest,
interesting.
the show was carried by my man Kingpin. Let's be honest.
The Punisher was such an
Insane.
interesting
Well,
character.
they need
in the
Bullseye
comic
then. They got
Carrie?
Man,
that I'm very
Purple
excited.
Man, Stiltman. Gotta get Stiltman in there.
I never
Hero
thought.
is only as good as its villain, man.
That's true. Alright, fine. I'll give you that one.
Oh,
To be
listen.
honest, it was a radically different interpretation of his character.
Yeah.
Well, like,
It worked, but it was good.
well, I mean, Punisher is already confirmed for season 2, so that means
Right.
Bullseye. Will Bullseye be in I'm pretty sure Bullseye will be in season 2.
Jigsaw.
I will be like an
Oh, the owl. They're gonna bring the owl back.
And
main villain.
Bullseye and then Mr. Fear should be the main villains of seasons 2 and 3. Yeah.
What about the Purple Man? Huh? Season 3.
I'd go with Mr. Fear personally.
Now, what really gets me
Because of the thing. I don't want to spoil it, but her. I'll just say her.
Electra?
Nah, no, Electra's with Bullseye. I'm talking Mr. Fear.
Oh, okay.
Her. Merlin knows what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah,
her.
her.
I feel like you're alluding to something that may have. There's something in season 1 that I wanted to ask about. That
Stick?
old lady.
Oh yeah.
Okay, well.
The symbol was the same as Iron Fists, right? The snake.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
That's heavy. That's heavy. I picked up on that.
There we go.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
There we go.
Alright.
No, I know you guys are excited for Daredevil, man. I'm excited for Flash season 2.
Oh,
Anybody that's seen the first season that's caught up. Merlin, have you caught up? Season 1?
No, the Flash got better as it kept going.
Thank you.
It did.
I'm glad you gave it a chance because now at first it's villain of the week. I get it. It's not exactly up to.
Well, honestly, like I'm really impressed with how they redid their version of Reverse Flash because that version's tough to pull off, but they did a really good job integrating him. They really did.
Yeah, and second season they can go a multitude of different ways.
Hey, you know what? They did Rod and they did Justice. I mean, that's worth it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, considering the fact they have no budget, it was a pretty good start.
True. Just like to see him a little more intelligent than what he was. I know he's just kind of just getting there.
I think he was intelligent. They just couldn't have him speak because they're not down there. They'll build up to it. They did Grodd. They had the balls to do it. So they got to do Grodd and they got to get back with the next.
How
one.
are they gonna do Grodd though? Like.
I know. I think I have a pretty good idea how they're going to be able to actually pull off season 2. I think we're literally going to get a complete reset, in the sense that we're going to get the same Flash, but in a universe where Earbod Thawne did not change, or maybe he didn't change the past, or things have been changed in the sense where maybe his mom died, but Grodd is not, being captive by Reverse Flash, and Caitlin Snow is, Killer Frost, and things are just completely different than what we first saw in the first season, and he's kind of going reliving through the same things, but I'm saying with a different perspective on the world around him, and he's kind of being introduced and thrown into that world. We also know that we're going to get different speedsters. People have been saying Cobalt Blue. We're gonna get oh my god, what the hell is the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank. The fucking the old Flash, not Flash.
Jay Garrick.
Jay Garrick. Thank you, Jesus Christ. From a different world. I'm sorry, it's just a brain cramp. I'm sorry. But yeah, so there's so many different ways that they can go with it, but I just love the way they set everything up. They're really doing the show pretty well. Definitely different than
that turned me around on it, Zorro. Actually,
what was that?
You know the episode that turned me around on it?
What was that?
For real? Z, can you guess? Should be pretty obvious. It wasn't one shot. Villain of the Week episode.
Pied Piper? Pied Piper episode?
Pied Piper was good, but no, man. Trickster. They brought back the original
Mark Hamill.
I could have guessed,
yeah. That was great.
There is one episode that pissed me off. It was the bees one. That was stupid, in my opinion. I didn't like that episode. Remember when Barry was fighting like the insects in the building? The bees were like attacking. Yeah, that was the bees were. I didn't like that. That was stupid, in my opinion.
What really pissed me off? There was one episode where I think Flash was fighting Captain Cold and Heatwave on like a street, and like these the police are like set up a blockade or whatnot, and he's just running around them instead of just taking away their weapons at any moment that he could do that, and it was just like the dumbest thing ever. Like I always found that. I mean, I love Captain Cold. Don't get me wrong, but really Barry should have no problems with him whatsoever. Just snatching his gun away from him. I don't know. I just found it kind of weird.
Well, that's why the Rogues typically fight together, because no one of them can take on the Flash, really.
Right. So yeah, I don't know. I just found it kind of funny that they did that, but yeah.
What do you guys think of the trailer for Supergirl?
I watched the pilot. Oh my gosh, dude! I don't even want to touch that
too.
I don't want to watch the pilot too. I don't want to touch that.
To be very fair, the pilot for I remember a lot of us in here watched it together. The pilot for The Flash, remember we watched it together? We did a video about it.
Yeah,
it wasn't good at all. It was terrible. All shitted on it. We all shitted on that Flash pilot.
True.
And it eventually got there. So I'm not going to judge it too badly, but it does look bad.
Well, I will tell you something. My buddy and I are actually planning on doing episode reviews of Supergirl. So I'm going to suffer through this.
Wow.
I decided I gave up on Gotham early, so I guess I'll punish myself.
Oh, dude, Gotham! Yo, you missed the funniest scene in season finale.
It's gonna be really bad. I haven't seen it.
Is that what?
I won't spoil it too much, but
I'm not gonna
What-
watch it. You can fucking tell me.
Yeah,
no,
just spoil it.
you have to watch it so that you can laugh. But basically, it's a scene with Butch, Fish, and Penguin on the roof, and the moment happens when Butch pulls out his gun. That's all I'll say. That had me die. I was on the floor for like 10 or 15 minutes because it was the most random
Just
like.
tell us what happens.
Okay, so basically, Penguin and Fish are fighting, right? And Butch something happened. Like he was tortured, I think, to the point where he doesn't have loyalty to Fish anymore, and he has loyalty to Penguin instead. So Penguin and Fish are fighting because they have beef, right? And Butch is over there with the gun, and he's like trying to think.
Do one of these? Like,
Yeah, one of those, and then he shoots both of them, and that is the best part. He shoots the way he shoots the both of them. He goes like, "Ugh!" Takes 2 seconds to point at Fish, "Ugh!" And then they're both like bleeding out. Funniest thing to me. To me, I found it funny.
That sounds like a troll.
What? What?
Like
And-
that really does sound like a troll. Like
And then Penguin pushes Fish off the building. Goes like, "I'm the king of Gotham!" And then the episode ends. Basically, I think the episode ends with that. Yeah.
So
that
bad.
sounds like a huge troll.
That whole roof scene just had me dying. It was.
I don't care how much you like Jada Pinkett Smith. She can't save the show. Can't save it.
Man, the acting in that fucking series was trash. I'm just
Thank you. Thank you.
fucking trash.
It's fucking horrible.
I tried watching 2 episodes and it was just the cheesiest,
It's
shittest acting I
horrible.
think I've ever.
Like the part where Gordon randomly gets super speed for no reason. What was that shit?
Gotham.
What was that shit?
Gordon got super speed power?
Yes, in the first episode, there's this one shot where he fucking zooms through the kitchen. So bad. So bad. Ugh. It's not. I'm not kidding. People like this show. It's
You know what other scene made me laugh? It was
horrible. See, that's why you like it, because it's fucking horrible.
yeah, there's so many scenes, dude. Fish versus the Somali pirate at the end of one of the episodes when they start like charging towards each other had me dying. Kyle Massey, known as like Corey in the House, when he gets owned like in the beginning of episode 2, that had me dying.
That was hilarious.
Where in the house was in
That
it?
had-
Yeah. Zorro, episode 2. I think it was like the first 2 minutes. Kyle Massey, he's like this poor kid. He's homeless, and then he basically takes food from like this orphanage kind of people, right? And then they drug everyone with like a syringe,
Yes,
and then
all
he's
these kids.
limping
that was
away, and
him.
then he gets thrown through a
Yeah,
restaurant.
I've watched a bit of Gotham, so I know. Yeah, I didn't know that was him. I just completely. He was the one that like got thrown in through the window. Is that right?
Yeah, he was the one that got
Okay.
thrown.
That was hilarious.
That had me dying. Like he's like, and he was limping away, and he gets thrown through the restaurant.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. And his girlfriend in the show was a fucking bitch, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh, terrible.
I don't think I've laughed that much, but like that hard in a while.
Well, I'm glad you appreciate how entertaining it can be because of its various.
And yet Constantine was the one that gets canceled.
Hey, Constantine was decent actually. Constantine was decent.
Constantine actually had me going.
Yeah,
That was my most hyped DC show.
Constantine was actually really good, and nobody cared about it.
Yeah. I thought the block period Friday night was terrible, but nobody cared. So
Well, they're just watching because it's Batman. You know, if you just want to do a Batman show, you know what? No, because they obviously wouldn't do a good quality Batman show because Fox. So like, you know what? Fuck.
I mean, look. Yes, they're eating off of Batman, but at the same time, I don't want to see Batman.
Man, they should have brought back Adam West and done another season like that.
I don't know, man. I would have much rather them like you can have a Gordon show and have it like a cop drama kind of deal
Yeah.
in Gotham.
Yeah.
But keep it a cop drama show and don't get too all over the place with it and introducing Bruce and Catwoman.
What's the point?
Have like little Easter
Like,
eggs.
all the villains show up for a Batman show.
No Batman.
What? And the Joker's like 30 and Bruce is 10. Okay. He's a real problem later, isn't he? What is Bruce doing? Why do we always cut to Bruce in the mansion? You're supposed to be off training. I don't watch Gotham. Okay. I don't fucking watch Gotham.
Yeah, you're good. Good idea. Good idea.
Yeah, I had to cut Gotham too.
That makes me happy. Makes me happy.
I haven't watched the pilot for Constantine yet, so I should probably do that
I
soon.
watched the whole season of Constantine. I was disappointed. I thought they were really gonna go somewhere, especially with I don't know, man.
They did. They went to cancellation.
Well,
Faust was there. I thought they were gonna do something with Faust, but apparently I thought they were gonna be. I don't know. I really wanted to see Faust because I'm into the whole magic side of the DC universe more.
You know what though? Honestly, since Constantine, I feel like one thing that would be better than Constantine would be a Jason Blood show. Etrigan.
Yeah.
Etrigan would be awesome. They would go that route.
I wouldn't mind a Dr. Fate movie.
Dr. Fate. Maybe down the line.
Yeah.
Someone asked, they want to know if you think that the next solo Batman movie might be Under the Red Hood storyline, considering the teasers we got with the Batman vs Superman thing about Jason, the former Joe.
I'll tell you what, I think that's a good idea, but one thing I know for sure that I'm really happy about, though, is that the next Batman movie, Ben Affleck's directing it. So
Yeah, I had that.
I'm happy about that. That's
Double duty.
Wait, he's directing, writing, and acting in it, right?
Might be.
That's going hard.
Dude, I love Ben Affleck, dude. Like Argo, oh man, that movie. Dang, he's such a good person.
So, everyone was like so hyped on Argo, and I kind of thought like, he was better than his typical really shitty action from like 15 years ago. I mean, he's now a competent actor. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Damn.
I don't know. It was a good film, but he didn't say a great deal. He didn't have a lot of charisma on screen. I was a bit like, he was a bit meh.
Well, you didn't like him as Daredevil.
Oh, it's just fucking terrible as Daredevil.
Oh no, I hated him as
Didn't you know?
Daredevil.
Didn't you know?
I hated him as Daredevil.
Did I know what?
Didn't you know that Justice is blind? Yeah.
Oh.
really?
I don't know, man. I'm starting to like the idea of Ben Affleck being the Batman more and more. As I'm seeing.
I
He'll do it.
I never doubted that. If you're judging from his previous superhero role,
I doubt his Bruce Wayne ability.
But as an overall actor, I didn't doubt him.
I don't doubt him as a Batman, because he can be brooding or whatever, serious.
Fans were like pissed.
But I don't see him as like the charismatic, Bruce Wayne, playboy. I don't really see him.
Yeah, well, if you look at any of Ben Affleck's movies, though, he's Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
He's a good actor too. I think he'll do it. I think he'll pull it off.
He's not like quite as suave, but I mean he'd be more charismatic as a playboy than Christian Bale.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You know who was like the best, but also the worst Bruce Wayne?
Who?
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that.
Like Michael Keaton was great as Batman. He's the perfect Batman, but as Bruce Wayne, okay.
Like,
who would you say has been the best Bruce Wayne so far?
Just like, oh, you know who?
Kevin Conroy.
No. Hey, that's cheating. No, George Clooney.
Yeah, George Clooney. I was going to say George Clooney.
Wow.
Great.
It just goes how to show how important it is to actually be Bruce Wayne. A good Bruce Wayne. That shit movie.
You know what? I agree with that because George Clooney was like Bruce Wayne in real life, man.
Exactly.
That's probably why they casted him.
Exactly.
Hey.
That's why Superman works alone.
Can't resist those bad nipples, man.
On the fucking backside.
Bad nipples. Those bad nipples too real, man.
What about Jeremy Irons as Alfred? I think that's great.
That's well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And at first I thought that was Robert Downey Jr. Man.
Scar, man.
What the heck?
Scar.
That'd be great. Crossover. Can you imagine Robert Downey Jr.'s Alfred? Like,
oh my god.
I got your teeth.
Jeremy Irons comes from the same place as me. Ooh, fun fact.
So does Michael Caine. What the?
No, I mean the same location, not the same fucking country.
What you mean, the same island or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So wait, have you ever gone to the what is it, the ceremonial statue of Jeremy Irons where he's like the lion with the scar and just
He always be scarred on me, man.
Do you know who Bear Grylls is?
It was what's weird about The Lion King when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
I kind of almost rooted for Scar
Yeah, me too. Actually.
Yeah.
Because I always felt bad for the hyenas. They were like the underbelly society that got shit on by the pecking order of things.
You know
You
what?
know what I'm saying?
It's interesting you bring that up because there is a kind of a big theory that if you look at Lion King objectively, the Simba and the lions are actually the antagonists and they are horrible rulers that abuse their power, and the hyenas actually are the underdogs.
I mean, it's hard to really say that because I mean, then you get the whole like Nazi symbolism, the marching of the hyenas and all that kind of
Oh
stuff.
my god.
Yeah.
And then you have, I mean, when Scar was in power, you can't lie.
Hey, I got a question.
My
Scar
childhood.
didn't really do a good job as a ruler.
Nothing, can I?
Hey,
I
I
mean,
got
Lion King might be a perfect representation that, like, the communism might be nice on paper, but
a question about Lion King.
Can't have
in society.
Right. I got a question for the Lion King.
What's that?
Why didn't Scar just ask his brother like, hey bro, can I be ruler for like a day or something?
That's how it works, man.
That's not how it works, man.
Man, come on, man, I'll be good. And then after after Scar became a ruler, he became really lazy. Like, oh man, say shit.
Wait, the secret is
I killed my brother for this.
Oh, man.
and Simba's like, no!
Just a man.
Bastard.
Someone pointed out, like, it was pretty funny. Like, the fight between Simba and Scar is like a battle of, like, the two bitch lions. Like, they never really worked for anything. Like, Simba, like, his whole life has been Hakuna Matata-ing it up. Just kind of, like, living off the land, not really hunting, not doing anything, basically. And Scar is basically a bitch.
Yeah, right.
Everyone do everything for him.
Not to
It's
mention
the
they
two
slapped
bitch
each other in
lions
the
are fighting
face.
it out. Like Nala's more of a better hunter and fighter, I would imagine. Than Simba is at that point.
Man.
So I just found that interesting. I don't know. I was like, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I love Lion King. I'm sorry. It's great.
Me too.
I think
Yeah.
most people
Kind of
do,
Kimba ripoff, but we're going to talk about the Kimba the
Oh,
White Lion.
the Kimba. Kimba the
We won't talk about that.
Oh, Hero's not here though, so we can't.
So where'd he go?
I don't know.
Yeah, he left.
Wow, I didn't.
I'm
Didn't
gonna
like
have Kiro, where'd you go? Come on.
He doesn't like us.
He doesn't like us.
You're not talking about anime.
All right, somebody wants to know, do you guys think that Spider-Man works better on TV? Because when reading the comics, watching other shows that relate to Spider-Man, I believe Spider-Man works better as a TV series.
That's something I've never seen.
So do you mean as like a
I actually
Netflix
wanted
or,
to see.
or like as animated TV? You mean?
The animated TV
I
been
don't
done
know
before.
why that is, but in all honesty, the series have always been much better than the movies. To be honest.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that is. I guess because there's so many stories to tell with him. He's got a lot of great villains. So just
He's Spider-Man all the way.
But I
Yeah.
have to say, fuck Ultimate Spider-Man.
Well, Ultimate Spider-Man is terrible, but I said most of the shows are good, not all.
I think maybe it works better in TV format because like the essence I feel of Spider-Man is like he's a kid with problems, that's also a superhero, and I think dealing with his problems is a main part of his character.
Mhm.
And I feel like translating that to a movie screen, they don't really prioritize that. They prioritize the action, the villains, the backstory first.
Speaking, I guess you're right, because for most heroes, it's all about the action and the spectacle. With Spider-Man, it really is about the problems, too. That's not very exciting. Yes, you're right. For the happy-go-lucky. True.
And I feel like it doesn't translate well to the main screen, to the big screen. So that's just me. But.
No, that might be a point, actually. I could see that.
I almost made a
thought
point.
of it like that.
I don't know, that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, I would love to see Netflix, if they can do more comic book heroes, that would just be amazing.
You know what? How about this? Netflix should just do everything from now on.
Yeah, right.
Everything.
Just
That's
do
so
it.
good.
Like literally, whatever they make. I mean, I'm always on board. I don't even care. They make so much
So
good
good.
stuff.
Right.
I've never seen an original Netflix series and not liked it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I can't think of one.
I think they don't have pressure.
No, they
on
don't.
The
They do what
writers'
they want.
persistence to really put out something that would make certain people happy. Like you're already paying for the service, so I guess they have free reign.
It's kind of like HBO, I guess.
They actually have like a really in-depth research because they base everything on ratings to determine what kind of shows people like. That's how they made House of Cards. It was basically what people wanted.
Somebody say thoughts on Dragon Ball Super so far.
Everyone hates it except for me.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. It's just I don't hate it.
Look,
I need to watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it because I know what it is now. I know what it is now.
I don't. It's just that I don't see why I need to watch it.
Well, let's see. I've seen Battle of Gods, so if I want to watch that stretched out into 50 episodes, I'll just watch Battle of Gods again. You know.
Right.
I don't think. The thing is that I don't see that it'll be stretched out. I just think that they'll start it off with that point and then they'll move forward from that.
Yeah,
that's fine. Like I'm a little disappointed that they just didn't use it as a jumping off point. You know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, the first episode was decent, but just.
Well,
They did waste an episode of Vegeta going shopping.
Well, hey,
I love that. All these things, like
humor's good.
Vegeta at the resort park and Goku farming Gotham. I like all that. That's just me.
The best thing about Super.
Come on, man. Why the fuck you like that weekend
Yeah,
shit?
like atmosphere to the show. Like even like filler episodes like Goku and Piccolo. Like, all those things I like.
You like that driving the car, Piccolo?
There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with humor and the low key episodes. Let's face it, Dragon Ball Z needed that more to make the characters more rounded. That's fine, but they're doing a little too much of it.
Yeah, I think there are some moments that could have been like written better in Battle of Gods. So I think that's why I'm fine with the whole like rewriting of the movie. And I was talking with Zoro like on Facebook. I told him like how I was disappointed in the Frieza movie. And I think like
I'm soon.
I don't know. I won't spoil. I'm not gonna say anything.
I won't spoil either. I hate the fucking ending.
Hey, stop talking. don't.
But I am glad that Super is
Alright, I'll shut up, bro.
I promise you, when I see it in theaters and I'm pissed, then we can talk about it.
Alright. Anyway,
The thing that really bugged me about the Frieza movie.
But yeah. I feel you on that, man. Because
I'm still not feeling Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
You don't like the blue?
I don't hate the blue hair. I don't know. It's just maybe I'm still getting used to the fact that there is a Super Saiyan God mode.
You know what?
I mean, this is how I see it, man. This is how I see it. Like, it seems like they're setting up different stages for Goku, right? The first stage is the Super Saiyan stage with 3 subset stages of 1, 2, and 3. And next level is the God, and it's going to have its own subset level. And maybe there's another level. So, I mean, that's just how the way they're setting it up. I mean, that's the way that this has been going for a very long time. Yeah. I mean, that's how Dragon Ball is. That's just that's something I've come to accept a long time ago. It's just
There is one thing that I want to. Sorry, Marlon.
No.
Okay. There is one thing that I wanted to like talk about with the blue hair. It might be me just being like a nitpicker, but it kind of irks me when people say like it's a new form. It's because it's not. It's just Super Saiyan with the power of the red-haired form, right?
It's Super Saiyan 2, but with blue hair.
Wait, so what was the red hair then at this point?
That was his basic God form?
That was base God form?
No, red hair was Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God.
So blue is Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan God?
No, Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan.
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
All right, look, I'm a big fan of the show and everything, but that's stupid.
That's the point, though. That's the point. Like, if people are pissed off with the name, then Toriyama did his job. That's why he named it.
No, it's not like a clever pun though. It's just like
like Golden Frieza. Like Frieza said, like
no. It's not like Frieza or Cooler. It's Super Saiyan God. Like Super Saiyan God mode God.
I'm not saying it's a pun though. I'm not saying it's a pun.
Like, we're not toddlers here. Like, come on. Like, give us like Tomata.
How about the Super Ultra God Super Ultra mode? Is that next?
No. They should call it Super Celery or something. That would be better. That would be better. Okay.
I mean, but if people are mad at the name, then like that's the point then. Super Saiyan God, like we
can go Super Saiyan. Why not go Ultra Saiyan?
Yeah,
why is Super Saiyan name repetitive?
Because it sounds more exaggerated.
Mega.
Then Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan.
Yeah, that's exaggerated. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
exaggerated. That's exaggerated.
Yeah.
Basically, super. It's just.
It's a redundant statement. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is almost redundant.
That's the point. That's exactly the point, though.
No,
Like, it's supposed to be a stupid name.
No.
When
I think you're giving Toriyama way too much credit here, Mark.
Yes.
No, if Whis, okay, wait, one sec. If Whis called Super Saiyan God an overdramatic name, and then Golden Frieza said his own, like Golden Frieza was not a very good name, then why can't it be the same thing for this then?
Because golden is descriptive.
But Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is supposed to be over exaggerated though.
It's because you already know it's Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan.
Okay, well, what would the third level be called?
I want to know.
Same
Super
thing.
Saiyan God,
at the end.
Super Saiyan level 2?
Super Saiyan, Super God, Super Saiyan, Super God, Super Saiyan. Like, come on, man. Like, how far you go?
Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Ozaru.
Like, if it's supposed to be funny, no one's laughing. It's just like. Okay.
But that's the thing. Like, it's intentionally like over exaggerated and lame. Like, you're not supposed to like take it like that seriously. The name.
So why don't they just call it Super Saiyan God?
There you go.
This is
Going for like.
call it fart mode. It's not serious. What the hell? Call it whatever you want then. Call it fucking whatever.
Ultra, yeah,
It's
whatever.
called Super Saiyan Blue.
It's supposed to be a dumb. It's supposed to be a dumb name though. That's what I'm trying to say though.
It is a dumb.
Okay.
Well, to be
Yeah,
honest,
I'm not saying like it's a good or a smart name. I'm just saying like it's a.
I like it was intended to be
I
stupid.
think that's what
Yeah.
everybody says.
in all honesty, though, it's probably less stupid than Super Saiyan 2 or 3. You know what? I'm gonna become a Super Saiyan 2. You know, I mean, that's like think about it, in the course of the show, like Cell should have been like, the fuck? This is like leveling up.
Yeah, it was a name.
What are you talking about? You know, like
What are you talking about?
there's only one Super Saiyan. You're just continuously getting more powerful. You know, that's don't have to add numbers.
You know, Cell never claimed his ultimate form when he was came back as his ultimate form.
Which
He said, "I'm an ultimate."
No, the thing about them putting Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 was so Toriyama could have a proper gauge of others' power levels compared to a Super Saiyan.
action figures, though. Action.
Well, there you go.
Games like
Sales.
video games have named like everything, like even like
Wait, so
the intermediate stuff.
can Goku and Vegeta still go Super Saiyan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they are like in their blue haired.
No, Super Saiyan, regular Super Saiyan with the blonde hair. Can they still do that, or?
We don't know yet.
Oh.
Yeah, so they
I
might have
mean,
lost it.
based on the gods, yeah.
Okay, what about Gohan, Gotenks, and Trunks? I mean,
Yeah, they're still there. No.
so I mean, like, what are their powers right now?
Well, in the movie, Gohan is believed to have lost his ultimate state from the Blue Arc for some reason. Yeah, because he's not training, and Goten has a new look from the opening, and Trunks is still the same. Yeah.
How about him, Merlin?
Oh.
Wanna go?
Yeah,
So-
hair.
Oh.
Oh,
Left? Wasn't he host?
Yeah, Merlin left.
I'm going to watch Rogue Cut X-Men.
What is that?
I don't know, but yeah. So adios to Merlin, but yeah, I see what you're saying. But I was curious, like, how did they specify with this new series Dragon Ball Super how many years it's been since the Buu saga?
Yeah, so it's 6 months when they make the wish to make everyone forget about Boo, and then the narrator says some time has passed. So it's 6 months plus some time, and we don't know. Yeah. Once again, Dragon Ball being big.
How old is Goten and Trunks at this point?
They were 7 and 8 in Boo, so they should be. I would
9?
assume around, yeah. I mean, however much some time is, basically.
Sometime.
Yeah.
No need to say cares about that. So yeah, do we know? Actually, no, we don't know. So never mind. I'm thinking way too much about Dragon Ball right now. We talk enough about that in our calls. Let's probably move on to something else. Well, actually, let's stick to this question. Who do you think? Who would you cast rather in a live-action Dragon Ball Z? if there was one.
Oh.
Ooh, that's tough.
I have no idea.
Jason David Frank.
Really?
The Green Ranger. The Green Ranger.
White Ranger.
As who?
I don't know. I'm just saying names.
Yeah, I could see him. He could work. I wouldn't be against him being Goku or something. Yeah, I can see it.
Omar Epps is Piccolo.
Don Cheadle is Piccolo.
Kevin Hart is Krillin.
Wow.
Piccolo, man.
Kevin Hart is Krillin.
I'm saying I can see Don Cheadle's Piccolo. I'm not even lying. I really can. He's serious demeanor, badass.
Yeah.
Cheadle's the man. Krillin. You said Kevin Hart is Krillin.
You know what I think would be a good, legitimately good casting though.
Take this, Kamehameha. Struck this in your face. I know.
He'll get old every time, man.
No, Kevin Hart.
Maybe Hugh Jackman as Vegeta, maybe? I think that could work. Nah, no Wolverine for you?
Nah.
What was that?
He's a good Wolverine, but I don't like.
Oh,
I
Vin
just-
Diesel as Nappa.
Who was that dude who played Magneto from First Class?
Yo, he's.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I can see him as Vegeta.
He's tall though, isn't he?
Yeah.
The problem.
Vegeta's
Vegeta gets taller.
Oh, but he's super short though, compared to everyone else. Besides like Krillin.
So Kevin Hart.
everyone is
I got one.
Everyone
Vin Diesel as Nappa.
Wow. I thought Vin
He
Diesel.
has the voice.
No, the guy that plays the mountain is Nappa. I can see it.
Oh.
Because he's bald and white and huge, and he's strong.
I was thinking a Big Show for Nappa.
I can see that too, but Big Show's kind of
Old.
Yeah.
flabbily.
Oh, true.
Nappa's jacked. You gotta have a big, strong dude. That's in good shape.
God, I hope none of this comes true. None of this comes true.
Hey, yo, guys. I gotta take off. It's getting late right now.
Alright.
Bye, guys.
What about Batista as Nappa?
Another one falls.
Oh, Batista's in the new James Bond. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah. What is that? Spectre or something?
Yeah, Spectre.
Nice. He's actually doing well for himself in the acting game.
Yeah, he's
Respect to Batista.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, he's like already past The Rock. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
You know, I like The Rock. You know, he's one of my favorite wrestlers ever. But as an actor,
Yeah, you didn't like him in the Fast and
He can
Furious
only.
series?
The Rock can only.
well, I'm not a big fan of franchise.
The Rock can only do one role.
I watched like two. I mean, they're not bad. It's not for me. What was that though?
The Rock can only be an action star.
Yeah, he can really only be an action star. It's true.
Didn't he get cast as a Black Adam? He did, right?
That's it?
Did he?
Yeah, The Rock. He got Black Adam. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did get Black Adam.
We'll see.
We'll see, man.
We'll see.
If he
We
can
will
do
see.
it. If he can do it, hey.
Dole, you're. I probably should have told us before, but your mic is kind of low. Can't really hear what you're saying half the time.
Oh, I'm on my phone. That's why it I have a better signal because I have a weak laptop. So I was just using this. You need me to speak louder or something, or what?
Nah.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
I'm good now?
Anyway, we should probably wrap up the stream soon because it seems like everyone just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Merlin left out of nowhere. Hero just, I don't know when Hero left. He just bounced. I don't know when he left. But so you guys talking comic books? Fuck you guys. I'm out. And, so.
Have you been watching Gangsta? Any of you two?
Oh, I actually read the manga.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Cause I caught up to it and I was like, all right, I'm gonna read the manga now. So.
Dude, I'm just saying, man, if Gangsta continues like this, it's gonna make it into my top 10. It's so good. I love it. I love it. So good.
I can't say anything.
You can't say anything? Why? What happened?
I'll spoil you. But I read the manga, like I said. But I had the same. I don't want to say anything to be a wrong implication, but I feel the same. I felt this like the same. What you're feeling right now, I felt the same exact way when I first started. But
And you don't feel that way anymore? Is that it?
no.
Ah, damn it.
Maybe it's just me, but I felt like I don't know. It just
didn't click with you.
It didn't keep it up.
Ah.
That's how I feel. But that like you can have a completely different. Maybe you love it. I don't know. It's not bad by any stretch, and it's still a great series throughout. From what I've seen, obviously it's not finished yet, even the manga, but.
Okay.
Yeah, I could definitely see the Black Lagoon like the comparisons.
Yeah.
But I'd say probably Black Lagoon. I felt was definitely
better.
I feel like Black Lagoon started here, got here, and then it just kind of went like just stayed steady.
Mm-hmm.
For me, Gangsta's it was had more potential, and then it kind of just dropped off a little bit and just kind of stayed average for a while. But so I think Black Lagoon probably still has it above for me, but like I said, it's still in its infancy, so to speak. So give it a little chance.
All right. Yeah, I'll probably read
the manga. Could be good. It still could be good. I don't know. Like I said, it's only me. I only read the manga, a little bit, it's 40, I don't know, like 40, 50 chapters, something like that. But yeah, it could definitely get better.
I'll probably read the manga once I'm done with the anime anyway. So
the anime might make it better, so to speak.
Really?
So, it might, because I think the animation is fantastic.
Yeah.
The anime's handling things is very good. Yeah, so that's just me. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it's a good series, regardless. It is. It definitely is.
Sure.
What's up?
You finna head to sleep, or I don't know.
Am I what?
You finna head to sleep, or what are you about to do?
Finna hit to sleep?
Oh no, I'm just saying, because we never got to play Mortal Kombat. I never got to beat you.
Oh, Mortal Kombat. Yeah, I'll play in some Mortal Kombat. I haven't played in so long, dude, but I'll play it. I get my ass kicked.
Are you guys on a PC? Or?
Not right this second.
No.
Not, but yeah, probably after the stream we could play. I would have to turn. Actually, you'd be able to watch it, but I would have to turn around and a mic and the whole thing. But yeah, so afterwards.
All right.
I might even stream it to the good people if I feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it is what it is.
I can't play Pro.
Yeah.
I wish there was cross-platform play, but hey, it's only for select Xbox titles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're live.
But someone says you're not the only ones where I fell off for Gangsta. I'm looking. Oh, okay. I don't know what you mean by doodle, but yeah, he says it also fell off a bit. It didn't fall off hard. I'm not trying to make it seem like it just fell off the face of the earth, but
there was just one thing that just kind of.
No, it had a peak and then it just
didn't reach that.
It never got to that peak again, and that's just me. That's just, like I said, it's just me. I don't know. They want to know the thoughts on Prison School. We read the manga, right? Yeah, I read Prison School.
I didn't read it from the beginning. I read some of the latest draws just because the art and the
art's fantastic throughout.
And a certain other element is pretty good.
Element?
Yeah, the thirst element.
The thirst element isn't something that I normally specialize or really care much about in manga. But I gotta say, in terms of ecchi comedies, this is one of the best I've ever read. It's very entertaining, incredibly entertaining, and not just the ecchi element of it, which is pretty good. I guess if you're into that, it's very good. The art is fantastic, 10 out of 10, bro. Really good art. But I mean, I feel like the character interaction is actually pretty hilarious. It's so good. The dialogue is great. The things that happen are just fucking funny. It's very well done. It's a great manga. It's just a very good manga. And for what it is, it's one of the best. For the ecchi comedy genre, it's definitely worth a read. Especially if you're an ecchi fan. I'm not even an ecchi fan, and I really enjoy it. So I imagine people that are really into ecchi would just go crazy.
Going crazy, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I read that speech about
The asses.
asses being fake boobs. That was pretty goat. I can't lie. That was great.
So this puts into context, all right? The asses speech about asses are only fake. I mean, tits are only fake asses.
Yeah.
He only said that because he had to. All right. He's a reasonable man, and he realized that he had to get out of that situation. But it's not actually how he feels about it. Just want to put that out there. He just kind of had to get, because the other guy he was talking to is a massive ass man. So he's like, shit, I got to pretend like I'm an ass man to get on his good side. So he made this whole speech, he fabricated this whole speech about loving asses, and that was how it came to be, and it was just so good. It's only a true ass man would know the answer to this question. He was just questioning about it. It's so funny. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, dude, it's so funny. Once said, prison school, you go in for the boobs, stay for the story, and fat for the asses.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Pretty much. Zara, am I going to donate anything to 100 Dull Ugly? Oh my god. That's so horrible.
Who's that person's name?
Soulglow.
Soulglow.
Ah.
Snap King, aka known as Brent.
Oh yeah, prison school is not something you can read around people. That's definitely true. That is definitely true. And from what I've been told, I haven't watched the Prison School anime, but people have said not to watch it because it's very censored.
Yeah,
So,
one of my friends linked me the peeing scene, and that's supposed to be like hilarious. Like she catches it in her mouth or something.
Oh.
Golden shower, let's go.
Hannah Chan, no. Hannah's my chick, dude.
Yeah, apparently she's like the fan favorite, like female.
She's the best. She's the best, dude. So yeah, just read Prison School. Like, there's no reason why you shouldn't. That it's so good art-wise. Like, it really is. This is definitely one where manga is just
much better
what
than
I've heard. Yeah, because censorship nowadays, you know how it is.
Yeah, it's awful.
I knew once this series was announced, this was gonna happen. It's pretty obvious.
There's one thing I want to talk to you about, though, Zoro.
Okay.
Vinland Saga. It is so good, man. It's so good. That might be the best manga I've ever read. It's so good.
You caught up?
Yeah, I caught up a couple weeks ago.
Vinland Saga is definitely one of the best things.
It's so good, man.
It's so good.
It's so good. Like,
Escalade is one of my favorite characters ever.
yeah, he's a beast. Like
I love that character.
Usually I don't end up liking those kind of characters, but he might be my favorite character. Him, I mean, I don't know who my favorite character is yet, but he's a potential candidate. Thorfinn, Thor's, even though he dies pretty early on. Not really a spoiler, but
yeah, he dies really early, so yeah, not a spoiler at all.
It's so good though. Like it just blew me away. Like it really did.
So I'm curious, what is it about Escalade that you like that you would normally like in other characters with the same,
Okay, so remember how I compared him to two other characters, Kano from Mortal Kombat, and I'll explain why, and Vegeta from when he was in the Namek arc, because I felt like those three characters, they always looked out for themselves, and they would do like a lot of like dirty and underhanded things to get like what they wanted, and they killed innocent people. Like they did like a lot of like messed up stuff. So for me that was always like the main characteristic that like stood out with him, at least. But then once you got to like the part with where you find out about his Welsh ancestry, that changes the whole game. That changes everything. The flashback. Oh man, his flashback is dude. And then they go and they meet the king. When they meet the king, Canute's father, oh man, I lost it. I was like, yeah, like literally King of Lightning, yeah.
Correct.
King of Lightning, yeah. Like I have my hands on my head, and I was just like staring like at my like wall. Dude, it was amazing. It changed the whole like that entire portion of the story was just it flipped like it. I can't even speak because it was so good. It was
so good.
just so good.
Oh man, you pretty much mirror my exact thoughts on Escalade. He's just, you think that he's kind of one-dimensional in the beginning, like you said, but it just flips you on your head once you learn about him, who he is, and then there's that, just the way it goes down towards the end.
Yes, man.
It's just, dude, this guy's a fucking legend, man. It's a fucking legend. Like I like Thorkel. Thorfinn's okay. He's pretty good. I want to say he's okay. He's better than just okay. I think he's a pretty good character.
Yeah.
I just don't like the recent developments.
The kissing of the shoe.
I don't care that he kisses. You know, it's whatever.
Yeah, I don't care about that either.
It's not entertaining.
Okay.
To me, it's kind of like just dragging on a little bit with the whole stuff right now. It's kind of people are comparing it to the Vagabond farming arc, and I don't know. I think that even at least the Vagabond farming arc, I feel like it had a little bit more interesting themes.
Yeah.
But I can see the comparison, but still.
I like the Vinland Saga farming arc over the Vagabond one, actually. Do you? Or is that?
I don't really care for either, to be honest. I understand each's purpose, but I don't know. Considering that the Vagabond farming arc is done, and it was how important it was for Musashi and what it did, I have a little bit more of appreciation for it. Although we haven't seen the fruits of that labor yet for Thorfinn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, I can't really. So right now I'm gonna say that the Vagabond is a little bit better, but yeah, I can understand what you're saying. It could really be a toss up. They're both not the greatest arcs, but that's the only thing that, because like you said before, Vinland Saga is one of the best, and I agree. But if it wasn't for that arc, like one of the latest couple of arcs that have happened, I feel like if they had something that was continuing to be on the level of some of the great stuff that was happening, it would be up there with like the Berserk kind of top tier. Like it already is, but it would rival it for probably like the best ongoing. It's so good. It's so damn good. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So yeah, So I guess Dole's hasn't read it. He's been quiet.
I started it, but I fell off it. Like I read the first 15 chapters.
Man, you gotta get on that, bro.
Like it was really good. Like I think I was at the part where they were doing like this invade. Well, they were hired. It's very at the beginning of the story where they were hired to go, I think, have this battle, and then they set up this whole scenario where they like went against this huge ass army, and then they sandwiched them, you know, and like I think you guys know what I'm talking about, but like I liked how that was done.
That's probably the thing with the fire, maybe. Was fire used, like in it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know where you are.
Yeah, that was at the beginning.
It is really good. Like, dude, I've been like reading like a lot of like the seinen stuff now. It's so refreshing for me. I don't know if it's just me, but like, I gotta reread Berserk at some point because I don't remember shit. And then
yeah, I gotta reread Berserk. Like when I read it the first time, I was just speeding, and I didn't have time to digest and remember.
I wanna reread that whole stuff with the Ganishka.
Oh yeah.
I wanna reread that.
That was the most interesting I thought the series got.
Yeah, same here. The whole thing with Ganishka was epic.
That was the whole event. Say if I'm right, where the whole, what was that world? Was that when that Griffith's world came into existence?
Yeah, I think that's when like the weird creature started like coming out or whatever.
Yeah. Like a whole cataclysm.
Could be wrong about that, but.
No, I just had to bring out my little Vinland Saga hardcover. This is where Thorkel announces who he is. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, not Thorkel. Escalade announces who he is. Yeah. Bam.
That's insane.
Yeah. No. Oh, and then right after that, he slaughters a bunch of people. So.
Yep.
He's such a dirty bastard. But I get it. Like, if you were in that situation,
I would. Yeah.
You kind of have to. I mean, there's no other. Just the way he did it was cold-blooded, but you gotta do it, man. It's
Yep.
just
Yep.
fuck. It's dirty.
It is
Dirty. So dirty. So fucking dirty, but it is what it is. So I mean, I like his way of doing things because it's a bit practical.
Yeah.
I don't know about the whole fighting without fighting aspect.
Yeah.
That, you know.
That's what I like. What was I gonna say? Shit, I just forgot. Just had a brain fart. Like, do you think that lessens him as a character? Like, because he was such like, because Thorfinn was just such like a cold-blooded character before, and such like a ruthless character, and now he's trying to go for like the non-violent approach. Do you think that?
The
I don't wanna
Kenshin
say-
route.
Yeah, the Kenshin route, basically. Yep.
You know,
There
I'm
you
not a
go.
big fan of that route.
You didn't like Vash for that either, right?
No.
Yeah.
Much less Bash than Kenshin. Kenshin, I think, it was like the best illustrated way to do it possible.
Mm.
I feel like, and I think Thorfinn is good too in that sense, because
Vash is so different. I don't want to detract from the conversation, but Vash was much more. I think he had the same problem Knives did, was that they were both on two different opposite extremes, where they didn't comprehend the benefits of either side. With Kenshin, he could see that, through his violence, he had learned how to restrain. But with Bash, it's kind of, he really isn't human, so I don't think he sees a proper perspective of balance.
Right. That's what I was trying to get to. Like with Kenshin and with Thorfinn, they've been through so much in their lives, and they've experienced, the toll that it takes and everything that, and the price that it pays. So I can understand why they would want to change the way they go about things and try to find a different approach. But for Vash, I never felt like he was justified in feeling that way. I don't know if I'm maybe I'm a bit ignorant, because this is just from an anime only perspective. I haven't read Trigon Maximum. I haven't.
Oh, you need to read, dude. The manga's way better.
So I'm a bit
Manga's
ignorant, and I admit that I am. But that's just how I felt about Vash. I don't know if that's any different in the manga, but that's just how I felt in the anime. But Thorfinn, I don't know. I just don't see in the world that he lives in the Vinland Saga world, if he could be Kenshin. I just don't think he can. I just don't think that this world can really allow that kind of fighting style. I mean, his father did it, but look what happened to him.
Right.
So we met him, and then 2 minutes later, he's dead. So it's not really a practical way to go about things. And I never understood if you're gonna fight, if you're gonna train, and you're gonna try to get strong, you need to use your strength to protect the people around you.
Yeah.
To get hold back. That's just how I always felt.
Okay. Okay.
This is the same about Batman too. Fucking Batman should be killing motherfuckers left and right.
Yeah, he should. I would agree. He should kill Joker, and
at least Joker. At least let other people. If he doesn't want to personally kill Joker, fine. But
let someone else do it.
Put him up there at the very least. They should have. If somebody else wants to volunteer to do it, fuck it. Let them do it. Let them kill Joker. Just you don't have to necessarily be the one to do it, but even if no one else wants to do it, it has to happen. It needs to die, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of a thing where it's a problem with the character, and it's a problem with the industry, because they need to bring back these villains over and over again.
Right.
Can't kill them off. Can't kill off a good villain. Got to bring them back.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, it's easier to let them live if you have Batman has his code and bring them back. So it's kind of like a cycle kind of deal. But I think we can probably answer a couple more questions and then wrap things up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to
feel it.
Starting to feel it, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have been able to tell. I'm kind of sick a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I was actually for like the last week just incapacitated completely. I was not able to leave my house, let alone my bed, for like 4 or 5 days, and then yesterday I had shit fever. It was bad, dude. But yeah, it was bad, man. But yeah, luckily I'm better today a little bit. So yeah, but I gotta get some sleep. But if you see comments that you
Yeah,
want to
man.
answer questions to,
Yeah, Sonic was asking what you think is better, Full Metal Alchemist or Brotherhood, and I wish Merlin and Hero were here because Merlin was Hero was rewatching Brotherhood, and he and yeah, Hero was rewatching Brotherhood, and he and Merlin, and you know how much Merlin loves FMA. They were unanimous in their agreement that the first like 12 episodes of Brotherhood or so, they just suck. That's what they said. That's what they said. I didn't say that. That's what they said. So, I have to rewatch both personally before I,
right.
Give an opinion. But
I have to rewatch both. I have Brotherhood on Blu-ray, but I just need to rewatch it before I can. I was a little fuzzy on some of the details of the beginning. I think Hughes died in the first 12 episodes in Brotherhood. I don't think he did. Yeah, I think he did. And like at least the first, definitely before the 20 mark, he died, without a doubt.
Huh.
So that seemed like quick. It seemed quick when I watched Brotherhood. Like that's fast. I don't remember Hughes dying this fast in the original.
Yeah.
But he dies real quick in Brotherhood. So I could be wrong. Like tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. So I'm pretty sure Hughes dies pretty fast in Brotherhood. But yeah, I don't know. I always liked Brotherhood better to a certain extent.
Yeah, I think everyone prefers Brotherhood. There's only like 2 other people that I know that like the 03 version more, from what I remember.
Yeah, I think I think people are mostly in agreement that Scar gets better development in the original, and that's one of the reasons why people like the original better. But I just love the ending of the Brotherhood. I think it just completely trounces the original's ending. So I think that's a massive difference. That that's, I don't know. It's just me.
I remember a lot of people were pissed off with that ending actually, especially because then the movie then explains like what happened in
the original, The Conqueror Shambhala.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. Someone says I prefer the original version a lot better. Interesting. Yeah, usually it is more of the Brotherhood, but yeah, we're getting a couple original fans. They're both good. I mean, regardless of what you like better. So I mean, they both win, but yeah, the original is not based off the manga, which is interesting.
Yeah.
It was really interesting to hear Merlin say that he didn't like the manga when he read it.
Yeah.
I was like, Merlin doesn't like the Full Metal Alchemist manga. Okay, that's interesting.
That was shocking. I was like, huh. FMA is like one of your top 2 series, and you don't like the manga, the original material, huh? I see. Yeah.
And people say some of the Homunculus were better than the original. Hughes dies in episode 10 in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Damn.
I told you, I knew it was super fast.
10.
Real quick, dude. Super quick.
Dude, I'm just thinking, then what, because I'm remembering Sloth and Olivier Armstrong, and then them at, what's the city called? Amestris, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Amestris. Like, the whole battle.
Excuse me. Yeah.
Dang, I completely forgot. Yeah, wow, that's really fast. Yeah.
People want to know our thoughts on the character Makoto Shishio.
Oh boy, he's a beast. Last year for 2014, I don't usually do Okay. Oh, okay. He's leaving. 2014. I actually elected him as like my unofficial character of the year when it came to anime manga because he got a live action film, right? That's when I reread Kenshin, and then he got a one shot.
One shot was good.
That one yeah.
So good.
The one shot was so good because of the relationship that he had with Yumi, right? And it really expressed the theme that love hurts, especially with Yumi because she lost the 2 kids. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very true. Wow. That was so good.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny that they mentioned that because while I was on waiting for my flight to California, I brought my Vagabond Kenshin number 5, I believe it was number 5 or number 6, I forget, and that's the Kyoto arc. And I was rereading the Kyoto arc, and I was just, oh man, it was so great to reread that arc. It's fantastic watching Shishio because he's really interesting. He's got his own sense of honor, sense of code, You know, he didn't. If he I mean, he really, if he wanted to, he could have ambushed Kenshin, killed him. You know, he could have sent all of his assassins at him at once instead of having them fight one on one. But he had his own way, own code of doing things. Only the strong survive. If he couldn't beat Kenshin, then he had no right to try to take over. You know, try to overthrow the government. So you know, he did things his own way, and I always respected that about him. And his advisor was telling him, "Listen, you know, we got to just fucking murder them. You know, they're in our way." And he's like, "No, that's not how we're doing things." And it's just like, yo, that's my dude right there.
Yeah.
That's my dude. Like, you know, he is a villain. He's not the best person ever, but he has a reason for doing what he's doing. His backstory is very good.
Yeah.
You know, it's understandable why he'd want to do what he wants to do. Not necessarily justified, but definitely understandable. So I mean, I feel like he nails everything that a good villain should nail. His goals are very big, and he has the power to achieve them. You know, he's got a great personality, great attitude, and is badass. That's another good thing. He's a great kind of playoff of the main character, excellent playoff of the main character because of his ideals compared to Kenshin's.
Yeah.
It's very good. Very good. So that's another thing.
And then the whole conquering hell bit at the end. That was badass. That was badass. That.
And he would have gotten away with it too if he didn't. If he didn't, you know, just overheated the last second against Kenshin. I feel like he would have killed him. I don't know. That's how it seemed things were going. You know, it's just like he didn't technically lose to Kenshin. He lost to himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he did, but he didn't. So I don't want to take
yeah.
it because Kenshin didn't put in work. That was a great fight.
See, that's one of the reasons why Anishi will never be on that level for me, man. He just won't be. I don't know. Anishi's just not my.
You think that, like, him in the Kyoto arc was a waste to have him just be so so unimportant? Like, he just like showed up, had a little quick conversation with Kenshin. Kenshin like talked no jutsu to him, and then he walked away and went back. You know, it's like what?
Yeah.
He showed up. It was like, whoa, like, dude, like, Kenshin's like, I sense a presence on the other side of the door, and it's fucking there he is, just sitting there looking all badass and shit. Yeah. And then they're starting to have their fight, and it's like, this is our fight to the death, and then Kenshin, like I said, talk no jutsus him essentially.
Yeah.
You need to go back to your little ninja-chan girl. Oh, man.
Misao.
That was the original talk no jutsu bullshit. I didn't like that at all. But because I feel like Anishi was almost understandably justified in his anger, not necessarily towards Kenshin, but you know what I'm saying, because of his comrades and everything that happened to them, wanting to take revenge or wanting to kind of pay somebody back for that.
Right. Yeah. Because he was angry for like what happened to Tomoe, so. Yeah.
Right. So I don't. But once he started like attacking his own people.
Yeah. See, that's the thing about revenge. See, like, okay, Sasuke, Anishi, and I guess and now, you know, in Gintama with the Takasugi, right?
Right.
I don't like it when revenge-driven characters, so they have a reason to be angry, but then they bring everyone else down with them. Like, I don't like that. I don't think that's like how revenge should go about, or how they should carry it out. I don't like that at all.
I feel like when they try to do that, especially in narrative, they try to show the change in a person, because there is a certain amount of change, a certain amount of dark.
I can barely hear you, doll.
Yeah, I can.
Barely hear you at all.
I mean, we can hear you, but it's just like...
It's like you're in like the end of a long hallway.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, sounds better. Yeah.
Much better.
Okay, yeah. What I was saying was, I think the narrative they're trying to go for as part of the revenge bit is that in revenge, you usually have to go to a dark place in order to make it revenge. Absolutely. But one of the things that I think is good about them changing or going to that dark side a little bit is that it kind of sort of explains, makes logical why that they're pursuing this revenge. Like in Sasuke's just one of many. In Sasuke's position, he was consumed in ability to become stronger because of the scarring memory of his hatred for his brother at the time. But then as he started going deeper and deeper, that's where revenge would lead. That's why in these stories.
But I don't think there's a realistic take on how revenge really is.
Exactly.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of over glorify how bad the path down revenge is. If that makes any sense, they not glorify, over exaggerate. You know what I'm saying? How depraved somebody has to be to want revenge. I think it's a kind of a natural human instinct to want revenge, especially when someone close to you has been murdered or taken away from you, or your family was murdered. A lot of these horrible situations that happen to these characters these are natural feelings to have.
Yeah.
If someone murders your family, you're not gonna you're not gonna like them.
Right.
You're gonna want to have retribution in some respect. So I feel like they don't handle it in a realistic way. It's like, oh, if you start to want revenge, then you're gonna start to becoming a depraved monster who wants to attack their own people. No, I completely agree with Manu. I don't think that's the way things should be handled.
You're right. I think you're right to a certain extent. But my point of showing that show that the character trait that she, the degree to where they want to pursue that revenge. Either characters are consumed by their revenge or
No, Manu, not Manu. Though I can bear, I'm trying to lean in to hear you. It's tough. It's very tough.
I'll be right back. What's
Maybe put the phone in your mouth,
That's really. Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
that's
perfect. That's good.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Put my phone. Yeah, I put my phone there. No, all I was saying, bro, was that I guess, but in revenge, especially to the extreme of killing those who are serving you and things like that. It depends on what type of revenge are you getting. If you're getting revenge for something that somebody took away from you, then I could see that. Like say if your whole entire family was killed in Sasuke's situation again, and he tried to go through the regular Leaf Village route in order to pursue his brother and get stronger, but he saw in his logic that it wasn't working. Right. He's living on the fact he needs vengeance to find some type of, I don't know,
purpose,
peace, some type of inner peace.
Peace in his own mind. And his character may go to that extreme to make sure they find peace. It's not about the others surrounding them. It's about themselves. And that's why I think revenge really is much more of a selfish type of bit rather than, just illogical. There's different types of revenge. You could do revenge without having to kill or murder or mutilate, those that are close to you.
That brings me to think about Berserk, because obviously Berserk is going to be a revenge story, an ongoing revenge story, and I just hope that Guts doesn't get to a point where he sacrifices the people around him.
Yes.
For the sake of his revenge.
Exactly. You know what I hated? You know what I hated about Sasuke? You know why I hate Sasuke after he fights Itachi?
What?
It is because of the whole Leaf Village thing, but Itachi gave his life for the Leaf Village. So if you attack the Leaf Village, aren't you kind of shitting on your brother's dreams? That's the one thing that always just I loathed him for that. Oh man, I could not stand Sasuke.
But in his mind, he was I'm taking care of the people that put him in the position to have to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Revenge. I completely see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I understand. It can make especially in these stories, it makes illogical thought process. But in revenge, if you're looking to pay somebody back, you're willing to do things you wouldn't have done if you weren't put in that position. You're willing to kill. So it's a fractured. I think people, especially in these narratives, have fractured minds after when they pursue revenge. They're put in positions that they would not normally be in, and they're doing things they're not normally be in because they're obsessing over payback. And revenge isn't always the best answer. And like you said in Berserk, I feel like it's building up to that point because Guts has so many positive figures surrounding him right now that decides to pursue revenge to a point where he has to sacrifice their lives in order to get it, then he's just gonna go further into the darkness that he's in right now.
Yeah. And someone said in the comments that Guts would never do that. He would never sacrifice his friends. You have to understand that it's on the table at the very least. What do you think that Baylet is for? You think that Baylet is just there to look nice? What do you think the Baylet's whole purpose? It might be used, or as at least as a bait, or as like a you could choose this as a choice.
Yeah.
I think Guts is gonna have to at some point make a choice between his revenge and his friends, or one of his friends, or something along those lines. Because I'm not looking forward to that.
I know. I'm hoping so. I'm right there with you, Zora. I'm hoping so bad.
I think it would be a fantastic ending to the story. Is if Guts is like standing before Griffith and he has that choice, and he just stands up and he just walks away.
Dang.
And that's it. And he just lives the rest of his life with hopefully a regained conscience,
Casca, yeah.
And he just accepts the fact that Griffith is part of that causality. He's that God. He's gonna always be there. There's just not gonna happen.
Do you think that okay, so like there's your ending and then there's like the revenge ending that we don't want, but do you think there's like a middle path, like say like with kind of like what Kratos did in God of War, if you watched the walkthroughs or played it?
Yeah.
I haven't played the third one. What did he do in the third one?
Okay,
so in the third one, basically, it was more of a sacrifice, but it was basically a selfless sacrifice. Are you talking about like the direct ending?
Yeah, I'm talking about Pandora, and then like with the last part with
Yeah, basically he's sacrificing himself in order for all of his friends or everyone in order to survive, basically.
Yeah.
And what happened in God of War, if you don't know, was that Kratos killed himself. This is what happened. He killed himself because he had got the energy that was called hope, and what was alluded to was that he was going to kill himself to release the hope from his body, so hope would be given to the world. So, if they take that route, and maybe Guts can sacrifice himself in order to give humanity an opportunity.
And then Griffith won't die because of that. Yeah. Man, that'd be pretty cool. I think if that happened.
That would be pretty cool.
I just don't see a scenario where Guts killing himself would solve anything.
I mean, but if it's not in vain, if it isn't just like, if it's a point where it puts the Godhead in check, and he doesn't look at his revenge as a primary goal, then I could accept that. You know.
I don't know, because I think Guts deserves a little bit of.
Because after Guts,
I can't see him. I don't want. I mean, maybe what I want and what I want and what I think is gonna happen. I'm kind of conflicting here.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like Guts needs a little bit of peace. Maybe he finds peace in death. Maybe, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it could be possible, because it's interesting, because, Guts is outside of the laws of cause and effect, basically, at this point in life. Like, he's outside of destiny. Like, he's completely unique in that sense.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he actually does end up killing Griffith. Will that, like, completely change the entire world?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Guts does die, but he kills Griffith in the process, and then the entire world just completely resets. Or yeah.
That
something happens. That would be awesome.
That'd be really
cool. I wouldn't mind that.
Maybe Guts has nothing to do. Like after he gets his revenge, or after maybe my perfect situation is that maybe he could come to terms with like Griffith. Okay. You're not worth for me to pursue my revenge on anymore. And he discovers this through finding those that he was able to fight for and freeing, I guess, humanity from the clutches of the Godhead and Griffith's goal, which is to have his own kingdom. Hello. Somebody leave.
Oh, Hero.
Oh, Hero.
Wait, you guys are still talking Berserk, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I was gonna throw in my 2 cents about the whole revenge thing and the ending, because I made like an old video like about 2, maybe 3 years back now. It's still on my channel about a berserk speculation about the ending of the series, and the ending that I thought about. Yeah, I thought the ending that I thought about was like completely tragic because before I came in, Zoro, you were saying something about that if Guts kills Griffith, wouldn't that change the world in some way or something like that?
Yeah, that might reset the entire world because he's the god of that, essentially, like the main. You know, he's.
Because when I made this video, this was still around the time where Griffith was already king. You know, he already had like everything at his disposal. Because what I pictured was just like a tragic ending that, well, before I get to that, is that the whole Bailey thing, the only thing I know for sure that as long as Casca is branded, that he can offer her as a sacrifice.
Mm.
Yeah, because all the branded ones, they cannot be used for any other sacrifice, so if he's going to sacrifice anyone, it would be the rest of his party.
Yeah.
That or Rick, but that's one option, because like Slan from a long time ago, she says that Guts was acknowledged to use the Beyblade from even way back in the well, the wording is kind of weird because also I don't know what color of Beyblade does Guts have. Does he have a crimson one or does he just have a regular Beyblade? Because even early back with the God Hand in the Black Swordsman arc, like in Volume 3, Slan or I forgot which ones of the God Hand, they were saying it'd be interesting if you could become one of us. I don't know what they're referring to as one of us as an apostle or one of us as a God Hand member. So there's very vague details like even from the beginning. But then when he has the Beyblade, when he fought against Slan in the with the trolls and everything, like she was saying that you were ready to that it's ready to be used at any time basically. So that option's always there, whether he'll ever be tempted by it or not. Also the ending that I thought about is that imagine that let's say Guts manages to fight Griffith and manages to kill him. Like, what's going to happen afterwards? Because by that point of the battle, I just picture him completely exhausted, completely, like, devastated by everything that's happened or to get to that point. So his mentality, I don't know exactly how it's going to be, but what I always picture, since Griffith is revered as this holy figure by this point, like this savior of, I don't know, just whole, because, I mean, the guy even's friends with the Pope, for fuck's sakes. So what I imagine that people who see Guts kill this guy, even though people have been like okay with the apostles lately, they might take Guts as some sort of like monster, or maybe he was supposed to be like the prophesized like evil or something. What I picture is that an ironic twist that Guts is actually gonna die by getting hung on a tree in the same way like he was found by his mom.
Damn.
That's the third option, which is when it comes to like full-on tragedy.
That'd be really sad. I'd feel so bad.
I'd fucking punch Myra in the dick.
I mean,
Just straight in the dick, bro. Just like corkscrew punch his dick, bro.
Cookie punch that shit, man.
I could see that. It would kind of be like. It would kind of be like.
Yeah, go on, whatever.
Go ahead.
No, keep going, though. You were gonna say something here.
Yeah. Like I said, it would be kind of like him. Like his goal is done, you know. And Guts, he's always been a fighter, and without, I think that end game, without him trying to get Griffith back, I feel like a tragedy needs to be in place for him to answer. You know, I think for him, his mentality, because his mentality all his life is that he's had to fight, and he's had to be a cold, well, not a cold killer, you know, towards, you know, demons and such, whoever's in his way, in order to justify that. And while it'd be tragic, it would kind of be like, I think, iconic, because it's like he's willing to accept that as long as he's finished what he's came to do. You know, there's nothing else for him to be in this world for. I don't even know how Casa's gonna be there, but there's nothing else in the world. You know. Yeah,
because one of the other things that I always wonder, what if Guts could just like abandon the whole quest or something, or maybe they manage to survive after killing Griffith or something, that they just go off like living in some village where, you know, secluded from everything. Because I don't know why by the end of everything, I just pictured Guts as like broken, in a broken body, like completely handicapped.
Jesus.
I honestly, like, no matter how I look at it, I don't picture Guts.
I know Berserk's pretty I mean, he's getting there. His hair is turning white and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sign, man, that he doesn't have much. I mean, he persevered through so much.
To be fair, I don't think
combat.
I don't think Berserk, in terms of time period, has much time left. In terms of like the story time, in terms of it being written, yeah, of course it's gonna take forever. But like, I feel like maybe a few years and then the story will be over. In terms of like the actual story, maybe. I don't feel like it's gonna be that much longer. I don't see like a time skip or anything like that. I just don't see it.
I don't know, but
I don't
know why all the endings I come up with are just like they're depressing as fuck.
Like Griffin has this kingdom. Like all Guts needs to do is get the power to challenge him. However, he achieves that.
That's the thing, because I also like talked about that, wondering like, does he even need to make a sacrifice? Because I feel that the Berserker armor is really all the Berserker armor is all really needs, to be with honesty. Because he already controlled it. He already controls it. That's one thing.
I know, but I mean, it's not, it didn't help him against Grumbel too much, did it? He got fucked up pretty good there. So I don't know. I don't think he'd be able to take it. I don't think he's on the power of the Godheads. He might be able to fight apostles, yeah, but not.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. I just feel like he almost has everything, because the Dragon Slayer itself, it can't hurt him. Like it was enough to hurt Slat, even though she wasn't completely there. But like he has the tools he needs.
She was just too toying with him at that point, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I just feel like there isn't too much unless you just add him like one little extra weapon or something.
When he stabbed her, she was like, "Oh, you penetrated me" or something. She was like toying with him.
No, well, yeah, but she's a sadomasochist though. That's the thing, because it was hurting her, but that's why she liked it, because it did hurt her.
True. I don't know.
Well, the reason I'm picturing like all these like depressing endings is because a lot of Berserk is taken straight out of Devilman, and the way that series ends, because there's connections right now, because you know the whole what's that not Persian, but what was that group, the Kushan? You remember that Kushan apostle that was like a giant tree?
Yeah.
Like kind of giant tree like tentacle thing, because that happened in Devilman too. Instead of a giant like cable-looking thing, it was actually this giant demon called Xenon, that everyone could see it from any direction of the world. Like they could see him. It didn't matter what part of the world you were, night, day, time, it didn't matter, and everyone could hear his thoughts as he was saying that we're going to attack you in 5 minutes, then everything will be destroyed. And then and what happened in Berserk, what happened there is that Griffith and the Skull Knight created like the whole. I don't know what to call that thing, but basically they changed the world so that all the mythical creatures can roam free, and then ghosts and everything could pop out during the day. In Devilman's case, when that shit happened, like war broke out. People were like firing nukes at each other. But at that same time, like a legion of angels showed up like in the background, and then the demons were waiting for people to kill off each other so they could just take the land for themselves. And in that way, Griffith is acting the same way, because he really has his own kingdom. So there's a lot of things you can compare and contrast. As the kingdoms there eventually is going to, I don't know what his agenda is besides conquest, right, at this point. But in Devilman, when that shit happened,
like Griffin is trying to integrate the humans and get everyone under his side, to his side.
Yeah,
I feel like he's trying to pit people against each other. I feel like why fight against them when you can bring them to your side? Act as the savior when you're the problem to begin with. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who caused the problem and then acted as if, I'm gonna come to my palace, you can be free, and then you know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you motherfucker, you started this. Don't act like you're helping us.
I know he's a dick. That's the whole traitor issue.
I love when people try to defend him, like, oh, but he's helping people. You motherfucker, why do you think they need help in the first place?
Yeah, man, that's the equivalent of someone poisoning a well, then you start selling clean water. You know?
Exactly.
So I don't get why people defend Griffith, but let me go back to what I was going for. Because basically what happens in Devilman after that point, the human race becomes extinct. All was left was just demons and devils left. But this is like after a span of 100-some years that everyone just basically died. And then it just led to a final war between Devilman and devils. So in this case, you can relate that to Guts and Griffith's army of apostles. So. And from there, like it just ends with both Devilman dying, and then Satan himself is like in anguish because he was in love with Devilman. So, and the same way Griffith kind of has feelings for Guts. So I don't know whether he says he doesn't have feelings for like anyone anymore. So I don't know. Like this could be the turning point where the two series differ from each other exponentially.
Yeah, maybe. let's probably switch off to the Berserk. We've been talking about Berserk for a while. Someone wanted to know about do you think that Kenshin is the best written shonen main character?
Did you ever do that video about the backstory thing?
No, because the day, I did the video, right, and then I was supposed to do the votes results like a week after. I was in California, so I said, okay, I'm gonna wait till I'm done. And then when I came back from California, a couple days passed, and then I got I started getting sick, and then I've been sick for the last 6-7 days, so I haven't been able to do it. But now that I'm feeling better, feeling good, next couple of days it should be coming out.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well,
Do you think Kenshin is the best best written shonen main character?
We all know Kenshiro is the answer to that.
yeah,
Best written?
Yeah, like I'm willing to stand by that.
I was gonna say my holy quartet of shonen main characters is Kenshiro, Kenshin, Goku, and Gintoki.
Wait, who was the third one? We didn't hear it.
Kenshiro, Kenshin, Goku, and then Gintoki. Especially
Goku.
and I wanted to ask Zoro because of the current arc in Gintama. Do you think that Utsuro does that lessen Utsuro? Remember, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Utsuro? Talking about the master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that lessen Gintoki's flashback? Because in my opinion, Gintoki's flashback was better.
It depends who this person is. Because it could just be his corpse, or it could, it might. I doubt that it's actually who he is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's actually him.
Okay.
So I mean,
I'm not sure yet.
it could be very possible that his master is still dead, and whoever this is just a clone, possibly. Someone that they used his body and somehow.
Or just his head. It could just be his head, what they have there.
It could be a lot of different things. So I'm not going to jump the gun quite yet, but I understand what you're saying. If it is the master and he somehow turned evil, then maybe to a certain extent it does. But I don't know. I still don't think that takes away the impact of the moment when you read that.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, to a certain extent, looking back now, if it does, yes.
So your question was like best shonen character
Best
overall?
written shonen main character, just in terms of like how he was written. Someone says Yabuki Joe, and I still need to finish.
Joe. Well, he's up there. I'd say
good, yeah.
Joe, like, definitely is like in top 10, like for best written, because he changes so much by the end of the story compared to like how he started off as like. Well, you seen how he was, like strangling, all that shit.
Yeah,
He's a piece of shit. He was
awful.
Not even likable. He's a piece of shit. He really is. Not even likable. Just a complete piece of crap.
Oh, damn.
Selfish assholes.
He beats up everyone, man. He goes.
It's like the courtroom scene is like the most dickish thing I've ever seen in my life. Like,
wait, which scene? Which scene?
When he was in the courtroom, just talking shit to everybody,
that one.
Being sentenced.
Yeah, but here's the thing about Joe though. That there is some truth to his words where he said like, you're just using me. Like there is no real affection. You're just using me for your own gain. And Danpei says himself like, yeah, I am using you, but you brought back that dream. But Joe doesn't trust anyone. That's the main thing that makes him so antisocial with everyone, because he just hates it. Like when the doctor's asking him all these questions, like what do you think of this? Like what do you think of red? I think blood. He says because he raised up in a bad environment or something. Because even when they specifically asked him what do you think of love, he answered sleepy because parents don't care. So you know that he's troubled in some way, only he doesn't want to admit it. But the way he goes about everything, he just like fucks shit up all the time. Because where did you leave off in Joe?
Got out of prison. He got into. He started fighting professionally. I forget. He started winning fights, and then that's the last I remember. He was watching.
You gotta see him like after he fights Rikishi. Like that's where everything starts changing him. Like after that fight with Rikishi, he is no longer the same person.
Which fight with Rikishi?
The actual round, like in the ring, their official fight they were waiting for. It happens in the late 40s in the episodes, in the manga chapters. I don't remember what chapter it was, but their actual fight that they have in the ring, then the result of that fight completely changes him. And it isn't just about winning or losing, that kind of shit. It becomes more of that shit happened to him psychologically, and he's like basically goes through this depression. Like, I don't want to spoil like anything, but basically the whole middle of the story is about him getting back on his feet, and to see someone like just like kind of get this realization how life is and how everything works in the end, and trying to get back not only get back on the ring, but to keep fighting despite knowing all the shit you went through. It's like what makes him inspiring. Even towards the second half of the story, that's where he starts to get a little more respectable, and he starts like seeing people as rivals, and you see how the sport changed him altogether, especially with his final fight with Jose Mendoza. That is like this. If I were to describe his best fights, it would be the fight with Rikishi, the fight with Jose Mendoza. Those two are like the best ones, like in terms of overall story. But back to the question of the main characters. Targeted shonen, I say Kensho's definitely one. Joe's definitely the other one. Well, I just wish there was some series that were translated, because there's this one other character called Tiger Mask. I really want to know what happens in that story, but you can't find not a single thing about him, because it's just from the same author of Joe, and this one's about wrestling. So I'm just curious, like how he interprets his sports shonen heroes. Gintoki, obviously. Kenshin is the other one. Goddamn, I'm trying to think of some other ones. Well, then again, if you want to take in Devilman as well, because he technically is a shonen. So.
Akira Fudo.
No, I think I'm gonna go with.
I think it's more about.
I think I'm gonna go with Kenshin.
I think it's a preference thing, with all honesty. Like,
I don't even like Kenshin. I mean, I don't even like Kenshin's character, archetype, so to speak. You know, I don't like that. But I still think he's the best written shonen main character. He's fantastic. You can't take it away from him. You just can't do it. He's got everything. He's got the tragedy. He's got excellent backstory. Good character. His personality can be better. I guess the only negative thing. In terms of her personality, I definitely prefer like more of a Yusuke personality.
I have another character, but he's like incredibly obscure. Like no one's gonna talk about. I don't picture anyone going to talk about this one shonen character. Like not even in 5-10 years. There's this character called Tarchan from Jungle King Tarchan. It's basically a parody of. He's a parody of Tarzan.
Yeah, that was the. He was on your manliest character list.
Yeah, because that character is so humanitarian. Because since he was raised in the wild, like as the Tarzan kind of is, like he has like respect for nature, and his whole thing is protecting wildlife from poachers. But all the shit that happens to him is when he leaves the savannah, because people ask him to. The first major arc of the story is like this martial arts tournament, because they need someone strong, and Tarzan like powerful enough to there. That's where the series starts to shift into the battle style, because it was a comedy at first. In this one, you're fighting against martial artists, like in a tournament with ki blasts and all that shit. And basically, when he goes over there and he starts seeing people how they fight against each other for money, or for like stabbing each other, or even blackmailing each other just for victory, he says he regretted leaving the savannah, because even though he helped people out there, he didn't disapprove of all their actions in order to get to that point. And then every arc after that just gets like worse and worse for him, because the one after that's about like they discover that he was an abandoned baby, that he belongs to this rich family called the Corrigan family, and basically all the family members there are like at each other's throats. They want to like kill each other, and they basically want Tarzan to try to fix problems for them. And when he gets there, like he went through like a lot of shit there too, because he essentially acted as the big brother for all his siblings, and he managed to get the family back together, even though there were some casualties in the process. And then the arc after that, this is where it shifts into something else, because it starts involving vampires. So when he goes to this country of vampires, he sees them as a different species of animal rather than a group of, like a different culture of people, because they can't help that. They have to like suck blood. They have to survive. So he develops this mentality that he helps them escape from their pursuers. And then the final arc, which completely changes his character, is that they make a clone of him, and this same clone is basically like this super enhanced monster version of himself, and this guy is basically killing people like in tournaments. And so Tarchan takes like a guilty conscience with this because he sees that perhaps that creature actually lives inside of me, and it's just been boiling all this time. So he starts balding and starts getting worried of anything that's gonna happen. That's basically by the end of that arc, he becomes this very romanticized hero that people wanted because essentially what he was trying to prove that for being one with nature or for being like away from society altogether shows that that's where people are good, and all the urban places that's where all the evil is, and that's like the point of the character. But no one talks about it because the subs are shitty as fuck. That's the problem, because they have some shitty ass subs that are really bad translations, and that's why no one's gonna. I don't picture anyone talking about Tarchan. What makes it even more obscure that he's actually from Shonen Jump too, from the 90s. So there you go.
People are asking, what do you think about Lelouch in terms of one being one of the best?
Is Kogiasa shonen?
That's what I was about to say. I think it is.
I think it is listed, but
I think it is.
Personally, I don't really like Lelouch though, so I can't really.
Yeah, I'm not too big on Lelouch.
I like Lelouch, but I mean, in terms of Gias, I've kind of taken a step back in terms of how much high praise I used to have for it.
Yeah, same here. Exactly.
But I still, despite me not liking the series as much as I used to, I still think Lelouch is a good character.
I picture Lelouch more as an Avenger than a hero.
There are a lot of I mean, I'm not talking. This isn't the best anime heroes. This is the best anime main characters. You have to understand that.
True.
So, or best written anime main characters, or shonen main characters. It's not necessarily just heroes.
Well, I don't know. I would. If you were to ask me, I'd probably go for like the first anime adaptation of Edward Elric, because I just feel that story just works.
I always felt Edward was never top tier main characters. That's just me. I know Merlin would definitely disagree. I never thought that the series Edward necessarily was like the big driving force for that series, or even Al. Yes, their story and their mother was obviously a big part, obviously the catalyst for it. But I felt like the world and a lot of the other characters definitely were the main propellers, especially the homunculi, and some of the major deaths and a lot of things that happened were and the themes especially were what really made Fullmetal Alchemist what it was, not necessarily Edward and Al as characters. That's just me. I feel like they were just good characters and a great story. It's in terms of like just great characters and a good story.
Mm.
So that's just how I feel about it. But like in terms of best characters, I don't know. Best written, because I mean like it is kind of subjective, but.
I don't know, because I think you can make a list like of top 10, maybe even 20 like best shonen characters, honestly, and it's just gonna become whatever you think number one is, really. Because I mean, I know we could say for sure that whatever list Watch Mojo makes, it won't beat ours.
That's safe to say. I think that's safe to say. But I think on that note, we can probably wrap things up. Unless you guys want to keep going, it's up to you.
Well, I don't know. Because I was just waiting for the anime conversations to kick in, but I just kind of like got hungry, so I dived off.
Yeah, we were talking about comics for a while. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Corey from Corey in the House is the best anime character.
Oh, I agree. Especially after he got his ass beat in episode 2 of Gotham.
That window gave him great character development. Oh my god. I'm too sick for this shit, man. Damn, alright, so I'm done. I hope you guys enjoyed this Phantom Group stream. You know, we hope to do more streams like this sometime in the future, as well as calls. If you enjoyed the conversation, definitely subscribe to our channel. We are a collaboration group, if you're not already aware, and you aren't already subscribed, that talk about anime, manga, comics, movies, everything, pop, nerdy, gaming, all that kind of stuff, all that nerdy good stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, then you're going to want to subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. Say goodbye, Anime Hero.
Goodbye, everyone. Farewell. See you next time.
Good ending. Good goodbye. Don't kill an anime. And Manu, Sanzi 3.
I'll be doing a post stream for like an hour. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Nice, nice.
People were calling for the zero, and so I gotta, give the people what they want.
I'm slacking, man. I'm slacking. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
it's okay. You're sick. Get better.
I know. People just depend on those Z-rooms, man. I get it. They're good streams. I get it, but I'm tired. I work and shit. Can't do them all the time. But all right, thank you. But yeah. So that was Rob Cardry. I'm Zoro Fanboy 124. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Yeah, we're out, guys. Till next time. Peace.
Peace.
Awkward moment where it doesn't end, and
Yeah, it still doesn't.
and still not ending. Still not ending.
Mm.
So, how's the weather over in